miss you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. We wish you a very, 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 very prosperous happy birthday. Live in health, live in wealth. And I pray that as we all are standing with you, for you, and as you start to reclaim our mandate back, we pray that when that time comes, when victory finally comes and you are in office, you have the wisdom, the strength to lead Nigeria to that very place we all are hoping for. Amen. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
Oh, thank you very much. That was really lovely. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you. I say today, do you know how it is for several millions of people all around the world to just have good wishes towards you on your birthday? To just be people you don't know just wishing you well. And I'm sure that within his household as well, there'll be this joy, wondering, what is happening today? This birthday is different. Uncle Akaji, did you want to say something?
Oh, I think Wisdom's got hands up. So after Wisdom, I'll go.
All right, Wisdom, go ahead.
Quick one. I just want to ask, please, where's the link to our WhatsApp group? Because I want to. So I don't have the link to.
Oh, WhatsApp. Did you say WhatsApp?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. But did you say WhatsApp?
Are we on WhatsApp group?
Oh no, see, the WhatsApp group that she's talking about is just a few of us that are there, more like an admin group, more or less.
Okay.
It's not like a yeah.
That's National Working
Actually,
Committee.
now that you've said it, it might be possible to have a 1 million March crew group. So now that you said it, that's an idea. But there isn't really like yeah. So there's a 100 million March WhatsApp group, but not for this handle at the moment, no. Or it will be considered. Wisdom.
I can hear you.
Okay, you can carry on then.
Okay. If it is possible to create a WhatsApp group, I think it is very, very important because most of the people in Nigeria, they mainly deal with use WhatsApp more than Facebook and every other social media app. So I think sending information out on WhatsApp is actually easier than every other app. So I don't know if it is possible we can create it. Then from there start disseminating information for people to be aware of what we are doing or where we are at the moment.
You know, that's a brilliant idea. We can actually get a 1 million March crew WhatsApp group. It's something that we will discuss in the back channel. Wisdom, thank you so much for that. Thank you. If you're on the speaker section, please raise up your hands if you want. Okay, Emily. Emily, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you. I was just going to say, sorry, I've seen something. I was just going to say, about the WhatsApp group. The problem with WhatsApp group is, your number is available for everyone to see in the group. And we have a lot of people in the Million Match setting. And what I kind of notice when they have a large number of people, people try to scam people. Nigeria being what it is, and I know there's scam everywhere around the world, but they try. The WhatsApp group I belonged to previously, they try to scam, they try to ask you for code and stuff, and people just take your number off there and calling you ridiculous time, and it's just I don't think it will be doable, to be honest, because that's like a larger number of people, and most of us, especially in Nigeria, they don't respect people's privacy and stuff like that. And it's hard to track anything. So, Wisdom, I think I got a question that might be a problem, but I don't know more than that.
Yeah, you are right. That is a consideration. Like you said, because for instance, was one of my numbers. I can't post any personal stuff on my status because I feel like too many people have my numbers, so I don't like posting stuff like family pictures. I'm actually even considering getting another phone number so I can get more privacy because a lot of people have had access to like my main phone number. So yes, you do have a point there. And we'll have a discussion and see what happens. Unfortunately, they don't even have features where you can say like, like we have here on Twitter, where you can use a handle name as opposed to, and sort of mask your more personal details like your phone number. That doesn't occur. So if it's not something that's feasible, if it's going to be an issue, we'll discuss it and then we can drop the whole idea. But I understand what he's saying when he says stuff like WhatsApp is a good group. But like you say, that would also filter in. There's no guarantee that everybody who gets on there is going to be obedient. And then you have, oh gosh, okay, let me just let my imagination stop going wild now. So Lamine's back. So I'll hand over to her.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm back. I don't know what's going on with the network here in Lagos. I'm struggling. I forgot my Wi-Fi at home, so I'm struggling with MTN and 9Mobile. Okay, sorry. I guess we're not gonna have music. Maybe what we can do, I'm not just gonna try. I think it's just a Samsung thing. If I play music from my other phone on this phone, it's glitchy. So I think someone else will play the music. If Women in Nigeria will just give us music. Women in Nigeria is here now. Wisdom, please, can you mute your mic? If you want to say something.
They can lie.
Hey, God.
Mommy, come and co-host with your iPhone. Because we are all Android users here.
Soul music. I don't know what's wrong with this Samsung. Android is a useless phone. I kid you guys not.
Stop up.
Oh, please.
Stop already. You are outnumbered.
I'm not feeling this phone, but whatever. So, I don't know. I really wanted us to have some good music for this man today. Someone else can come to the speaker section and give us some good music, if you don't mind. Because we're not going to have a boring space on our vice president's birthday. Please, guys, request the mic. If you come up, please just raise your hands, give your submission, say one or two things you know about Datti, about Ahamed, or pray for him, what you want from Datti and PO when they become president and vice president very soon. And let's just keep it moving. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And please share the space. Please share the space so we can have more people celebrate with us. Datti Queen.
Hi, Kandake. Good morning.
Hi.
Kaji, good morning. Lami, good morning. Ruki, Miami, hello. Hi. Anka Dede, Maduna, Rita. Hi, everyone. Today 7/7. I think I was looking forward to this day. I don't know, maybe more than anybody, but I'm so happy it's today. And I want to wish our Vice President happy birthday and that we love him so much. Today, there was something that really got to me this morning. We have this obedient prayer space that we pray every morning. And today, while praying, people were praying, and what just came to me was nobody cared the religion that this man is. What we're just praying for is the man. And people were prophesying, reading scriptures, reading psalms, praying for him. I felt that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Nobody was looking if this man is a Muslim, if he's this, if he's that. But the love that was being shown through prayers, through prophecies, really, Kandake, he said that air that the man will be feeling around him, you will know that something is really different this year. And I wish him nothing but the best. And my prayer and my wish for him is that he gets the mandate back and they take Nigeria to the promised land that God has ordained for us. And that's just my prayer for him. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, go on.
No, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Obedient Queen. Can you guys hear me? Because it's showing connecting again.
Yes,
Yeah.
loud and clear, loud and clear.
Okay. Okay, so thank you. Obedient Queen. If you want to say something, just raise your hand. What is going on with my phone? I don't know what's going on. Please, when we need Nigeria, come and use your iPhone to co-host. Wait, I mean, please come and co-host.
I mean, you just muted your phone just like that.
Oh, sorry, no vex. Sorry, I was talking. Sorry, I'm sorry. Please, yeah, it was. Why is Uncle Akaji not co-hosting anyway? If you want to say something,
He said he
please.
was in transit.
Because I'm special.
Oh yeah, please.
I only co-host once a week. I co-hosted yesterday. So
Oh please.
that's what happens when you're special. You're
Oh
allowed
please.
to take 4 days off. Can I make my submission now?
Yes,
Go
please.
ahead and
Yeah.
continue.
So good afternoon, everyone. Because it's afternoon where I am, and I don't really care where you are. It's Friday, so no. Seriously. Good morning or good evening, depending on where you are. I think we've successfully shrunk the globe and pulled it all together here. For me, let me say it like Peter. For me, the first time I heard about Datti, and that wasn't even in this cycle. It was in the 2019 cycle because I think he wanted to run for the presidency of the country. So that was when he had that guy, what's his name? Akeredolu of Channels interview him. And he said, Buhari doesn't understand corruption. And he said, let me tell you. And he said a certain number. He wasn't looking at any script. And he was just giving full academic definitions of each of those items. And I thought, whoa, this guy is good. Now, you can ask my friend, if you come to me privately, I'll give you his number. You can go and ask him. When PO took the labor thing, and I said to my friend, I wish he could get this guy. I wasn't even fully sure of his name. I said, that guy that did this corruption thing. And then he came up on the Twitter space and First Lady, Nefertiti and the rest. Within a few days, we are saying, how about this? How about this? And they asked PO. PO said, look, I'll be very happy if it is him. I'm talking to a few people, and we met. There were some Nigerian calculations and so and what he would bring. But you look back now and you think the decision was actually an inspired one because both of them don't have any hang-ups. They don't have any baggages. They both have means of livelihood, so we can verify. So, and he was in the Senate for just a very brief period of time before he lost out in the courts. And one of the things he pushed was our procurement system. So he keeps saying 60% of the corruption, you will solve it by procurement. And Obi said, over 50% you will solve by man no man and all that stuff. So there's an alignment in ideals there. And so that for me is very, very good. Someone would have, there was a guy that gave analysis and he was like, oh, if you wanted political this, you could have gone this, you could have, and taking these two people, queuing behind him, we've pushed them over the edge to actually move this country forward without thinking without making any silly political calculations. And so happy birthday to him. It's Obi Datti Queen that made me know his birthday was today. I couldn't even have I forget my own, never mind somebody else's. But yeah, happy birthday to him, and I look forward to their administration because Nigeria needs fixing. And like he said, We need to stop the killing and start the healing. We need to stop the slide and start the climb, and all those words. So, congratulations to him. God bless you all. I yield.
I mean, thank you very much, Uncle Akaji. Thank you very much. I still remember, I didn't know Datti before Pio chose him. No, actually, what happened is, I think we were in our alumni group and people were talking about Obi talking to Kwakwanso. I was not happy about that too, because I felt like it didn't align. And actually, even if I start my Obi story, I remember when Obi was in PDP, I didn't really know him. The first time I noticed Obi a long time ago was an article where they mentioned about him going to pay his taxes. And he was saying stuff about how important it is, to pay your taxes and everything. And I still vaguely remember the news article with him walking down. So when Obi finally left PDP and he joined Labour Party, it was like I exploded in my support for him. And then somebody put Datti Baba Ahmed, and I went and I looked up at him. And I remember the first statement I made about him was like, this is a breath of fresh air. That's exactly the words I said about Datti. And he is totally a breath of fresh air. And the more you uncover and the more you see the interviews, the more you know about who he is as a person and the principles, you realize how suited he is to Pio. So we say again, happy birthday, sir. If you're in the speakers section and you want to speak, please do put up your hand and you can say something about our principles. Madam Madonna, are you available? Madam Madonna, are you available?
Yes.
Okay, you can have the floor, please.
Yeah, good morning, the host, the co-host, Uncle Akaji, Uki, Weyemi, Wemini Nigeria, Udike, Anka Dede, Williams. I'm very happy to be here this morning to celebrate this handsome, fine man. I call his name like this. D for dependable. A for assertive. T for trustworthy. Another T for truthfulness. And I for intelligence. I am happy that we have, first of all, I enjoy the chemistry between him and our principal PO. They are Siemens twins. Look at how he's covering up why PO is not around in court. He's always there. So he's dependable. And I'm happy that today we are celebrating him. If you listen to all the interviews he has done, the one he did in channels that nearly shook the foundation of Nigeria, and what he said in London, he said, and I quote, that the judiciary is no longer the last hope of the common man, but the last hope of the common man is the common man himself. So today, I'm happy that I am a month December day, celebrating December birthday month with Datti and our principal. My birthday is coming on next Saturday, 15th of July. I am happy. My children celebrated theirs on the 1st. My husband was on the 17th. You see, my family is a July month. I wish Datti Ahmed Baba Ahmed, happy birthday. And we are going to crown it with the recovering of our mandates. And by the time we finish with PO, taking us from production, consumption to production, we are going to move over to that Baba Ahmed. We don't know where he's going to take us to, but we trust him that he's dependable, he's trustworthy, and we believe in him. Happy birthday, Datti, Baba Ahmed. We, the Obedient Movement, we love you and we wish you all the best. And we pray that you and PO will definitely happen to Nigeria in the mighty name of Jesus. We love you with the love of God. Thank you once again. Happy birthday.
Amen. Yes, PO and Datti will definitely happen to Nigeria. Thank you very much, Mommy Madonna, for that. Osaro, you have the floor.
Uh, good morning, my obedient family. Well, what can I say now? I just want to appreciate Datti Ahmed. I want to really thank him for believing in the Nigeria of our dream. I want to also thank him for agreeing to deputize Peter Obi. I see him like someone that mean well for this country. So I can't thank him enough. And I wish him happy birthday, long life. He will live long to see his children. He will not be like Moses that saw the promised land and did not enter. He will enter the promised land, and he will also be part of those that will move the promised land forward. So I just want to appreciate him for all his efforts and all his also his sagacity, because that man is a very strong man. So I'm very happy for him. More years to his years. I just want to draw the attention of the obedient family to what is happening currently. Right now, I'm in Asaba. Just I'm hiding somewhere. Please, you push should help us call Simon Ekpa to order to call his dogs, because those IPOB boys just turned Onitsha just now. I was actually on my way to Onitsha to go and pick up something. Just to go and pick up something. Immediately I got to the air bridge, everybody started running. You see people use leg from Asaba, run enter from Onitsha, cross that long air bridge with leg, both cars, vehicle. What happened? IPOB boys don't storm street again. I just can't imagine the nonsense that is going on. Everybody running for his dear life. I don't understand the kind of country we are in. Somebody will just be sponsoring terrorists to destabilize the place or the home that he claims he loves. See, Samuel Ekpa, wherever you are, for what you did today, and I saw with my eyes, may you die a miserable death. You will die a miserable death because you are wicked. Samuel Ekpa, you are wicked. For what you just literally closed down Onitsha main market. People, business has been disrupted all because of your greed, your selfishness. So please, I beg everybody to help me call out Samuel Ekpa. That man is a bastard, wherever he is. He's a bastard. He's a fucking bastard. And he will not die well.
Okay, Oga, please chill with the curse. Please chill. I know you're upset, but please chill with the cursing. Because if you curse on this space, that F word you use is 10,000 naira. Please.
Wow. No, I'm just really. No, I had to run for my life. I just had to run for my life. I jumped down from on top of a bridge. I jumped down from the vehicle I was. I ran back to take cover. All police, the police station very close to where I am now. All of them don't run come up for station. Soldiers too don pick race. Soldiers wen even dey for air bridge with the security, all of them don japa, they don run put their cloth. Which country are we? Why are these people so heartless? Why are these people so wicked? I can't. Well, I rest my mic. I rest my mic. I'm very, very angry, honestly. And let Peter Obi come in quick so that this nonsense will stop. You see that judiciary, no need to waste time again. PDP, APC, INEC, they don't have case. Peter Obi won this election. If na August una be wan first pass the judgment, rewind it back, because I don't see any need. Just rewind it back, because so that Nigeria can actually move to the promised land that we all envisage. They just slow down our progress. If Peter Obi enter, all this nonsense will stop. So the Nigeria judiciary, now na hand e come dey now. If you now do anyhow, NSAS part 2 now they are say now they will first start to. Now they will first start to. Many for NSAS part 1, many DPO lost their life. So now no amount of security can protect you guys if you now not behave well.
Sorry, I had to mute you, Mr. Odige. You know, I've often told you about how we speak to the judiciary. We can't allow anything that will be construed as threatening languages on this space. We are in court. We are following due process, and in following due process, you see something about patience and courage. It's not just the ability to have the patience and courage; it's the character you actually stay in while you are actually being patient. Patience is not just about waiting. Patience is also about the character you adopt while you're waiting. So please, I'll leave you time to finish your submission, but please choose your words very carefully and very wisely. I've often said no threats or anything that could be construed as a threat to the judiciary. You can finish your submission, please.
Point noted. Point noted. Just that I'm in pain, and I usually don't talk like this. I'm just really in pain. So I mean, I will just come from my village now to come and pick what I came to do in Onitsha. Today now, I end up going back, unable to do what I came to do. So bad. So just so bad. So the judiciary should just do what is needful, because it's clear to the deaf and obvious to the blind that no case here, man. INEC were not able to defend their case. They were mocking us that we brought 13 witness. They were mocking us that we brought 13 witness. But they were able to just provide one. APC was the worst. They didn't even bring even tissue paper. APC were not able to present even tissue paper to prove that they won the election. So, well, God is fighting our battle, and let the judiciary do the needful so that Nigeria can celebrate, because there was no celebration on the 1st of March. Thank you. I greet the house.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Okay.
Lamine, you can carry on. No,
go on. Go on. I just wanted to tell him that I understand and I know how he feels about what's going on I'm just hearing what is going on in Onitsha now. And this is you see this thing with IPOP or Yoruba Nation, it's no magic. The reason we have this is because of the injustice, nepotism that is happening in this country, where people will be treated like they are not part of the country. Look at the cabinet of this government, temporary government, and see what's going on. This will just tell you what will happen if this man remains as president. So we understand what is going on. We understand the agitation happening, and we know that the likes of Samuel Ekpa and co are capitalizing on what's going on and to tell people, oh, we told you, look at what's going on. They don't value you, they don't rate you. But this is not the way to go about it. Killing your people depriving people to go fend for themselves or take care or go run their business or open their shops or go to their offices. It's not how to show people or show people that you're angry or show, because agitation does not necessarily mean that you have to kill people that you claim you're protecting. You say you want another nation, you want to be on your own, then you're depriving your own people from earning a living. I don't see, that does not make any sense to me. I don't. So these guys, I don't know, it's not in my place, I don't know how this thing works, but I just want you to understand that we are doing everything in our power and will continue to do to ensure that the judiciary do the right thing. Allow these people who won the election to come and lead us, and they will see how they treat people or they handle agitation. They handle people who are agitated, angry, feel sidelined, or that are not carried along in the court. Because if you ask me, you will know in the last 8 years or more, there's a set of this country, there's a part of this country that do not feel like they don't belong in this country. That's the truth. And the likes of Simon Ekpa and co capitalize on it, tell people, you see, they don't value you, they don't treat you well, they can't even give you honorary Senate president, you can't have it. So why do you think that you're part of these people? But I keep saying this is not the way to go about it. Killing the people that you want them to be part of your country is not the way to go about it. And we all know that they're not working for people, they're working for themselves. And if this man can handle security in the last 8 years, if APC could have handled security issue, we will not still have Boko Haram, we will not still have the likes of ISWAP and co, and IPOP. The agitation in the south is increasing, or people from the south were saying that they want their own country. It only shows that they never have Nigeria in mind. They do not care about us. They only care about themselves and their immediate family. And when I mean immediate family, I mean their immediate nuclear family, their kids, their wife, and even those are even up for sacrifice if need be. I kid you not. These guys do not mind sacrificing their own family just to have a taste of this power. So, but please, you don't have to come and curse because they are not here. So when you're using words like F words, they are not here to hear you. And I understand, I also feel that way. I like to express myself that way. But please, rules are rules. And if you break them, you pay. I'm sorry. So, Emily, Uncle Akadi
There's
is
something
here.
else I wanted to say, Lamin, to add to what you say. The thing is, this is actually a distraction. I think the last time he came out and was talking about something always happens in the obedient movement. And the next thing you see a distraction come up. We know exactly what happened in our case this week. And we want to stand firm and tell everybody, INEC had no witness, no evidence to back up the shenanigans that they announced on, what was that, at 4 a.m. Now that it's there loud, this is what they're coming to use to come and distract you. You see, these people might not even be sponsored by who you think they're sponsored by. When I saw something, I saw them on a bus in Finland saying they're not Nigerians, and I'm thinking, oh, I would like to see the passport that they used to get to Finland, because I'm looking at all their faces right now. See, they often do this, and obedience, beware of distractions. Beware of distractions. And yes, it is real on ground. It is real on ground that for people that have had to run for their lives, but beware of distractions. Do not let that be the bigger voice in our movement. These distractions be the bigger voice in our movement than the fact that we're trying to point out, we're trying to keep our eyes on the judiciary. You will not turn your head to the left or to the right. Our eyes are on the judiciary, and we are winning. And every time we're winning, this is what they do. And do you know what? When we go to the Supreme Court, things will get rougher. So let's all brace up for it. Because things will get rougher. Let's all brace up for it, because they're not just going to keel over and just hand it over to you. So we have to be ready. We have to be strong. And we have to do what is necessary to make sure that whatever happens, our eyes remain on the judiciary. Emily, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, my sister. You couldn't have said it better. These people, they just want to distract. It's a form of distraction because everyone can see that this, sorry to say that chimpanzee called Asari Dokubo, is a nuisance. I don't even know, like Uncle Akaji said, they started all this kidnapping thing in Port Harcourt because I lived in Port Harcourt. They started the whole mess. They turned the country upside down. Few people, a lot of people supported them because of the things that was done in Niger Delta area, how the Nigerian state just, spend all the money elsewhere, take all they have and destroy their livelihood, which is mostly dependent on fishing and farming. So, during that period, I knew I kind of like in support of them. But then again, the other way, I kind of thought somebody was saying if they finish kidnapping foreigners, if they don't see anyone, they will turn against you. It happened, and that was exactly what happened. But then again, we moved forward. Okay, the government pardoned them. I don't even know what that man's problem. One minute he's criticizing his Igbo phobia. He's not from Igbo, nothing to do with Igbo. The Igbos are this and that. The next minute, he's supporting Igbos to go their way. Biafra, supporting Biafra. That will tell you that there is secret, cabal hand behind everything. Because Simon Ekpa, as far as I'm concerned, no matter how they criticize Kanu, he still didn't go this dangerously and violent way. No, he didn't. He spoke. There's difference between speaking, and he didn't incite. As far as the ones I listened to, he did not incite violence. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong. After all, in United Kingdom, the Scottish people want referendum. It's the same thing. There are a lot of war that went between the English and the Scottish people. It's there in their history. There's nothing wrong, for agitation. Like our principal say, if you sit down and discuss with people and look at the reason why people are agitating, then you meet them halfway and you discuss about it. And some people give in that, this and that, and people agitate because there's problem. Like he said, in his house, his family, there's agitation. His children agitate. But they sit on a round table and they discuss, and someone say, okay, you have to give in this one, you take this one, I take this one. This is what we do. And everyone come to a decision and a conclusion that is acceptable to every single one. It might not be 100%, but you meet halfway. But these people, they're just encouraging Simon Ekpa, who is in Finland, doing all this atrocity committee. I saw a video of these people destroying food that belonged to, a woman in the village, destroying their vegetable. And what is that? It just doesn't make sense. Why do you want to do the same thing? You condemn the Nigerian government for oppressing you and doing stuff to you, and the same thing that you condemn, or the same thing you're fighting for, the same thing you're complaining about, you turn around and do the same thing to your people. It's not by force. You say Nigerian government are forcing you to stay in Nigeria and want to go. Now, some people in your state are saying we don't want this Biafra. And you're doing the same thing. You're trying to force them to stay or to agree to your Biafra fight. It just does not make sense. It's very, very hypocritical, of these people that are like calling themselves Biafra. They are not, because Ojukwu didn't go that way. It just doesn't make sense. I don't see a reason why they should carry on like this. Because if Nigeria doesn't want you to be, don't want to belong to Nigeria, the same way those village women are like, enough is enough. We just want to go sell our market. We don't want to belong to your violent group, because they turned the whole thing violent. That's not the agitation Biafra is meant for. So the thing I found out, or when you look at it secretly, there are people supporting and encouraging politicians to unfortunately, they are the politicians and the cabal in Nigeria supporting this group of people, discussing insecurity, so that people, especially during election, remember election is coming up again. This hopeless Ozodem Njo is one of the horrible people we have in that Southeast, and some other politicians. In fact, almost all the politicians in Southeast, majority of them that has come out, they are not good people. They are evil and wicked people. They just want for themselves and their family only. That's all they care about. They don't care about the people of Southeast. They don't care about whether they live or they die. Nothing is being done. Southeast is supposed to be, one of the top places for people to do businesses, but they can't be bothered. Someone that has captured Lagos will tell them to shut up and bribe them, and they will just let everything, both export, import, everything happening in Lagos. Have you not asked yourself, people from the Southeast, what is going on? That is it. They don't want development over there. They just want you people to keep going to Lagos. And that person is the person who has stolen our mandate, sitting on that seat in Aso Rock. And you think things are going to go well? Nowhere. No way that man is going to let any development come to Southeast. They have been they have been oppressing Southeast even when he was not there. Now that he's there 100%, no, God forbid, he's never going to be there 100%. He will come down. He will go down because the judiciary will do the right thing. And I know they listen, and they must listen, because this is a time for us to be free. Because I was watching, I don't know if anyone's watching in Prime Video. I think it's called, what's the name of this it's series? Oh God, it was in my head, now I forgot it. It's something to do about terrorists going here and there. There was a word someone, I can't remember, that in one of the speeches, these are two politicians. One was president who wants to stay in power in Venezuela. I'm trying to remember the name. Jack something, Ryan, Jack, I don't know, Ryan, something. I don't know if people in the United Kingdom or America have watched it. It's an Amazon Prime series.
Sorry, Emily, can we wrap up on this thing?
Yeah,
already,
okay.
We're already going on and on about this. Now by the I can't celebrate.
No, I know.
No,
but
if you get what I'm saying,
because
it's already happening. The distraction is happening. So
yeah,
we'll just wrap this thing up. Now,
okay.
let's
The politician, I just wanted us to have this in mind. One of the opposition said that people who love freedom will in the end always be free. That's what I wanted. It doesn't, not just, I'm not talking IPOP. Let's just leave IPOP. I'm just talking generally now. Our stolen mandate, that's where I'm heading to. Because we love freedom, we will always in the end be free. And we will, as long as we stay united. So I want us to stay united, because united people will never be defeated. That's what is always been said, So we stay united, keep, we're celebrating our vice president today, and by God's grace, the judiciary will do the right thing, but we also must keep our eyes on the judiciary. Please, let's keep retweeting. I know it's the vice president birthday today, but let's also be retweeting. All eyes on the judiciary. And I saw that Well-Meaning has put things that are trending. Well done, Well-Meaning. It says for obedient only, and that is fantastic. Anyway, I'll yield my mic. By the way, hello, Madam Madonna. God bless you. Love you, sis. Bye.
Thank you very much. Please, people that are coming up to speak, please let's park this thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Please, let's
park it.
Yeah.
No more. I don't want to hear Simon's name. Please. Let's stick to the topic.
Let's not fear. Let's not give oxygen to that. Please. Let's just. And again, people will say to you that, this election came too easy. This tribunal looks too easy for APC. Or an INEC, they have something up their sleeves. Nothing came easy. They've got nothing. They don't have anything to give. So don't allow anybody to say, they gave you this thing so easy, they have something up their sleeves. Please don't listen to them. We know that APC and INEC are fraudsters, and we're ready for them. So please, when people say don't panic, when people say that they will not give you this thing on a platter of gold, we've not got anything on a platter of gold. If it was on a platter of gold, this election, we won it. By now, we will not be here. So we're not expecting to get anything on a platter of gold, and that's why we're here. We're talking about it. Continue to insist that the judiciary must do the right thing. Appeal courts, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court will do the right thing. We insist as Nigerians. We won this election, and this mandate will be given back to the rightful owners. So don't, when they come and tell you their stories of, they will do this, they will do that. Yes. Do you not know that APC will do something? Are you not aware that Tinubu is up to something. And besides, he's got nothing. The man is old and frail. What energy does he have? What energy? His energy cannot match our energy. Whatever it is that they have up their sleeves cannot match what we have. So please, don't come and be, if you're scared, I understand that sometimes you can be scared. Please DM somebody that has energy, that is positive. Don't come to Twitter or go to Facebook or Instagram and go and be saying that, oh, these people will do this, these people will do that. Please, you have the right to say whatever you want to say, but I'm appealing, I'm begging you, do not take your fears to your TL or to other people's TL, because when you tweet it, others will see it. Please, I beg of you. We know that they will do something and we're ready for it. We're also ready. We're waiting. Anything they want to do, we're also ready for them. Whatever it is that they have up there, we have more. They are not smarter than we are. So please do not cave into their rubbish threats and plans that they're saying that they have something. Let them come with whatever plans they have. Yeah, Uncle Akaji, I saw that you were raising your hands. Uncle Akaji, I thought you wanted to say something. If no, Madam Madonna, please.
Yeah, I think you've already covered it. There are threads running now, or spaces rather, where the conversation is centered around Biafra and all that. You know, it's okay to go and join those threads. I came from one of them actually because Elvis was running something, and I wanted to just stop by, but they kept asking me one question after the other because I made a presentation there. It's okay to go there. This one we are focused on the judiciary, the Presidential Petition Tribunal, the stuff that has transpired so far. So let's not turn it into an us v them, Simon Ekpa conversation, because that's what these guys are looking for. They're looking for this publicity. You know, that's why you have terrorism in the first place, is to seize conversation and, you know, get the news. So that would just be my plea. Let's not turn this into an iPod conversation thread. If at some point we decide to amend the topic, then we'll do so. I understand it's very important, it's topical, but there are several places where it's being discussed at the moment. So let's not take this one. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Odo. Madonna, the space is yours. Oops, she's gone. Madam Madonna, where are you? I've not heard you speak in a while. Anyway, if you want to say something, raise your hands. Let's have Alfred. Alfred, the space is yours.
I just want to sing, oh, my voice in a bad shape. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Vice President. I mean, you know, it's surprising to me. I remember when they announced, Peter Obi announced Datti as his running mate, and I told someone beside me then, and I said, Peter Obi has actually gone for the best politician from the whole of North, and the best partner from the whole of North that can take Nigeria to the next level. And we're not wrong. We've seen it. We've seen the way he speaks. When he speaks, every other party, they crumble, like their hearts shake, because he speaks with the authority of a true leader. And that's what you are, Dr. Datti. Thank you for coming on to join our principal, Peter Obi, to make Nigeria a great place that everyone in the world would want to visit, because that's what Nigeria is worth. I mean, we have everything it takes. We have everything, the sightseeing, go to the north, go to the east. We have everything, but the kind of people, let me not call them names, the kind of people we have on board right now, they're not leaders. They are politicians who are just greedy for themselves. So But thank you. Thank you, Dr. Datti. Thank you. And I know that pretty soon, in a couple of weeks or maybe 2 months, thereabout, we'll have you and um, Peter Ruby be the number one and number two of Nigeria. And Nigerians will celebrate. I don't want us to be carried away with the whole shenanigans going on, okay? I mean, these things have been there for, even right from Goodluck Jonathan. It's been there. The killings have been there. In fact, they are not reported enough. That's what people don't understand. Do you think all the killings you hear and all of the destabilization are the things you hear? No, it's been there. It's because of the failure of the governments in place. So that don't let that phase us. No, our focus is our mandate. Somebody, although there was a point I was scared that, no, not scared. Let me just rephrase that. I was a bit skeptical. Do those guys have anything to present at the court? Okay, let's see. And guess what? Nothing. They couldn't even come to present one document that corroborates what they announced as their president-select. What a shame and what a sham. With all the noise that Festus Okoye went to make on Channels TV, look at you. Look how you guys messed yourselves up. I mean, I was even waiting for Festus Okoye to come himself to the PEPT, and let's see. Well, of course he knows. I mean, how do you want to stand it, Dr. Levy or Ekpeazu? Are you Okutepa? Look at men. Those are men, not noisemakers and just, people whom are only smart. They're not even smart with stealing money anyway. I mean, they steal money shabbily. They're just, so let's forget about those people and just focus on our mandate. That's it. Let's focus. Because, somebody said something on the last space that from after they closed their case that they're going to want to put out news and all of that, they're going to try to just gaslight. And that's what's happened. That's what they're trying to do right now. Some Badurians coming to say, Peter B, you're not talking about, you and Datti are not talking about what's going on in the East. Excuse me. The failure of your person, you're putting it up on another man. You guys come and carry your cross. I mean, keep lamenting, but our eyes are on the judiciary. Okay, we're getting this Monday. I don't want nobody to be scared. I mean, so far, unless you're not going through, through the path, unless you're not going through the judiciary process with us. I mean, how could you be scared? What do they have? Nothing. Just like, sorry, I don't know your name, but just like what she said, what do they have? Nothing. This has proven they have not, even their best man, their star witness was grounded like, that's to tell you how failure they are. They can't even use their power. They can't even use nothing. They have nothing to use to present a witness or a document or anything. And we are scared? Scared of what? Eyes on the judiciary. The judiciary, those 5 people there, they are the ones that we are, what's our business? They are no threats. INEC, APC, Shatima, Tinubu put together. Please, give us a break. Give us a break, man. So let's just stay focused, Nigerians, and spread the news. Spread the news all over the place. Tell the whole world. Tell everybody that it's over. They have nothing. They couldn't even save their asses from the whole shenanigans. They couldn't save themselves. They couldn't save their shame, save their face. And we're here wondering this. Samuel Ekpa and the rest, leave all those ones. I mean, those guys are just looking for food to eat. How to sustain their lives wherever they are or whatever they're doing. So let's just stay focused. Congratulations to the number 2 man of Nigeria. God bless you, sir, Dr. Datti. I hope this message gets to you. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. We celebrate you and our principal, Peter Obi. God bless both of you. And I know that when you get into power soon, God's going to give you the right wisdom to lead this nation to the greatness that we deserve. It's something deserved. It's not like we're supposed to. We deserve to be the giant of Africa and the number 1 Black nation to represent the world, that even the whites would respect us for what we are. We're strong people, strong, elegant, wonderful, amazing, creative, talented, gifted people. What are we saying here? That's we have the best minds. Go all over the world, see Nigerians doing great and mighty things all over the place. Are you whining us here? You're coming to give us bad government and you're telling us it's the best. We are retrogressing and you're telling us to just to cope with it. No, sir. We are the best people. We are the best in the world. I tell my white friends, we are the best in the world. Nigerians are the best thing that happened to humanity. Don't give me anything less. So thank you guys, and thank you, Datti. Thank you for joining forces with us, Nigerians. You know, God bless every single one of us, and I yield.
Thank you so much, Alfred.
Well meaning. That's another one for Wahala Records, yeah? Well meaning is here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'm coming to hey, you need to hear me sing. You will weep, you will cry for me. Anyway, thank you so much, Alfred. You've said it all. We deserve the best because we have the best of minds, creative and imaginative minds in this country, hardworking people, good people, great people. So we deserve the best. Anything good, everything phenomenal, Nigerians deserve it because we have suffered from the hands of these people. We have suffered. These guys pay salary and they will tell you that you hear people say, my governor is paying salary. It's ridiculous. Lucky, don't on that thing. It's ridiculous how people compliment their governors for paying salary. You actually wake up in the morning, dress up and go to work, and you hear somebody who say, my governor is trying, they pay salary. No, salary is not good governance. We deserve everything beautiful and we must get it. We have worked so hard for it and we will get it. We deserve it. We will fight these people tooth and nail until they do the right thing. So please, do not worry. Don't be worried. We will shake these people. We will fight these people any way they want to come. We are ready for them. This election, we will get our mandate back. We will get, because we fought for this election. We won it. It was not given to us on a platter of gold. We fought them to win this election, and we will get this mandate back from them. I promise us, we will do everything. Do not give up. We will fight these people. Any means they want to fight us, we will fight them. Because this mandate, we will get it back. We will not have a government where somebody will look at it and say, you look a certain way, you're from a certain place. No, we will not have that kind of government. We will not have a president that will look at you, that will say, this person is this person is that. No. We want a president that will look at people as Nigerians, as one. Treat people like human beings that we are. So don't deter from your hope. There is hope. I believe that this election, this mandate will be given back to us. Supreme Court, we know the shenanigans up their sleeves and we're ready for them. So please forget about everything that APC is talking, the ranting. I don't even see it because I don't even see them. I don't see their tweets. I blocked everybody that is there is any obedient that brings rubbish to my TL. I block them. And I don't follow Agbado. If they follow me, I block them. So I don't see those things that you guys see. I'm not even bothered. So yeah, let's go to Joseph. After Joseph, we have Ejikeme.
All right, sorry. Good afternoon from this side. I want to say first and foremost, happy birthday to number 2 man in Nigeria, the vice president. Before I just think, let me. Judiciary knows that the APC are just beating around the bush. They're just beating around the bush. When they are ready to hit the nail on the head, we know that the victory is for us, and we are assured. I think we all know that Peter Obi has been not just a man. He has been a listener. He said the best thing a leader can ever be is to be a listener. He has demonstrated that stuff in Anambra State, a listen. And people agitate when they feel deprived, when they feel deprived of certain rights that ought to be theirs. So they agitate. And we, over the years, we have not had leaders that are ready to listen to these so-called people, this ethnic group that agitates for this and that. We have not had leader. The only time that we had a leader that was ready to listen, at least to 40%, that was during Jonathan's regime. And we understood that during that time, Nigeria was the third fastest growing economy in the world because of a man was ready to listen at least to 40%. Just imagine that someone come into power that is ready to listen to the people. Let's reason together. Let's sit on the round table. Let's know what the problem is. Do you know how Nigeria will become? It's not going to just be the third fastest growing economy in the world. No, we are going to supersede so many nations because Nigeria is blessed. I say it anywhere. Nigeria is blessed with all the natural resources needed for them to be number one country in the world. Every country in the world, in one way or the other, are benefiting from Nigeria. Let's be sincere here. And I think this at this part, I think this little thing, but I want to just say again, once again, sorry. Thank you, the host, for the opportunity, and the co-host, and again, thank you, everyone. Happy birthday again to.
Yeah, thank you so much. Are you done speaking? Kandake, is he speaking? Because I can't hear him.
No, he isn't speaking anymore. Lamine,
Oh,
I can
okay.
see that there are 12 requests waiting to speak. You know, the Android issue. So I don't know.
I
if
can't
you
see
could
anybody. I brought up everybody I
We're
saw.
both on Android. We need yeah. I sent Romin an invite. You know the answer. Anka Dede, can you co-host, please? Let me
Yes,
send Anka Dede.
please. Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Anka Dede, you have the floor.
Ejikeme, just hold on. Let's allow Anka Dede speak, please. Thank you.
Okay, I'm multitasking. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to Elvis. Good morning, my obedient family. I love you all so dearly. I listen. I thank God every single day that I'm in your midst. Truly, truly, I can't say it enough. And I've been looking forward to this day, this dirty day, to celebrate this man we love dearly. You know how they say it, from the bottom of my heart. I love that man dearly. Why? Why do I say that? Because we are giving our testimony. I've given this testimony before. I'll give it again because today is that his day. I think it was in my family group, WhatsApp group, that my sister shared these videos from London. I think it's London, let's say UK. And I was just like, who could this be? A Nigerian just talking like this, encouraging people, telling people to have the can-do spirit and telling them that talk to me after. It's not just about the lecture. Yes, you can talk to me even after not just after the lecture, but when you try what I'm telling you to do and it's not working out for you, come back to me for further guidance. He was talking to a group of Nigerians on how to have the entrepreneurial spirit, on how to do this, how to do that, how you have to believe in yourself to start before you even venture out. Then I said, this name sounds familiar. This university name sounds familiar. Let me check with, I think a friend of mine teaches there. So I asked her, she said, yes, that's where she teaches in Abuja. I said, this man is great, Then maybe a month or so, when we were getting into the selection of a vice president, one of my nieces went. She was a die-hard Kwankwaso. Well, they grew up I don't know where she encountered the Kwankwaso, but she was a diehard. So she was a Kwankwaso person before, I think in 2019. So when the LP the filters where they were Kwankwaso this, Kwankwaso that, who will be the principal, who will be the vice, and I said to my niece, "Oh, you may soon get your Kwankwaso dream." So I didn't even know that that he was being considered. So the week that news started breaking, they were asking PO about and Kwankwaso's wave had been, rocking LP. And when they asked when they asked PO about Datti, he said, that his gentle tone. I think if you ask me, I'll say he let the cat out of the bag for me when he said, yeah, that is talking to everybody, and that somebody mimicked it and got it right, and that he'll be so glad, he'll be happy if that he would accept. And I'm like, I didn't know who the Datti they were talking about was at that point. So I was like, this person, he said it this gently, that he's indirectly let you people know that this is where my heart is. Oh, so you people better go with me. Oh, so I said, well, we'll see. Then in a few days, I think it was in 2 days or a few days, the news broke and he was announced. And I said, wait a minute. This sounds like that man that I watched the video a couple of weeks back. I went back, how back I would have gone in the WhatsApp group to find those videos to watch again. Lo and behold, that was the man. I started screaming. He had about 2 or 3 videos that my sister had shared. I started screaming on top of my lungs. What a perfect match made in heaven. What a perfect match. These 2 men, how am I going to contain myself? So I knew that we hit it. You know how they say you hit what they call it, the home run. That's the home run. The people fighting are the people who is going to catch the ball when it gets to the audience. And some people might start begging, some people might sell the ball, some people might, that's where we are. And I believe in my heart that it helped the movement in putting in everything. Yeah, they say a tree cannot make a forest, but these tree with branches, they will have branches and the fruits will yield and it will fall and it will germinate and it will grow and it will make a forest. I think we have the trees that we need to make the forest of the new Nigeria. I can't celebrate them enough. I'm celebrating today. I'm going to celebrate all of July because another one is coming and they both are already trending. I am so excited. I just want to wish useful. We are useful. And the best part for me, so after it was all said and done, how he adopted to be obedient and useful. So we are. So when I see those names that are Datti Queen, obedient and useful, I am obedient. I am number one obedient. I am always useful. It gladdens my heart. Yeah, we are where we are today because nothing good comes easy. That's what they say. Somebody that was Bongo Sikwe. Bongo Sikwe has a song. Those of you who know bongos, you all know Sonny Okosun. Go and check them. I don't know if Bongos is in YouTube, in iTunes, but there was also a very good musician from Idoma land, Bongo Sikwe. I think he's the one who sang the lyric that had that nothing comes easy. That I think it's either Sonny Okosun or Bongos, but anyway, I digress. Forgive me. Uncle Akaji, I see you. So, that said, we are definitely keeping our eyes on the judiciary. My woman leader said it all when she said, please don't project. Those people are just useless people. They couldn't defend anything. You want to be afraid. Rather, we need to resound our strength. We need to show the sign of force because that's what you use to go to battle. You have to be strong and you show a show of force. And we have it. So anybody who is saying anything is their weakness that they're trying to project, and you do not allow it because obedience are too strong. We are too strong to be intimidated. They didn't intimidate us during the campaign. They didn't intimidate us. Didn't we see it all? And it is now that we have everything going for us. You see one straggler, that chicken that they cut his neck. So you know what it does when they throw it to finish his life. That's what they are doing. So please pay no mind. Real best. I don't know how he picked it when I say pay them no mind. Pay them no mind, my people, because we are winning this, and we are winning this. What I really desire and I pray and I know is going to happen is that the tribunal is going to call the right judgment. We are not begging them. They have to do the right thing. Some people say they have been paid. They can be paid all they want. They can project that they were paid all they want, but they must do the right thing so that the Supreme Court will only affirm what they have done. We are not asking the Supreme Court to do nonsense. The Supreme Court should be on the right side of history, on the right side of justice, on the right side of the people. They know it, they hear it, they read it, they see it. Even these people say it on their podium when they talk about social media. So how did they hear about social media? They heard, they know. Their children are on social media. Their wives are on social media. Their relatives are on social media. I can tell you everybody around them, they're on social media. Remember what the Oba of Benin said when PO went there? He asked a 14-year-old, he asked a 90-year-old, telling you in between everybody is obedient. How did this happen? You saw his body language. I don't need to remind anybody. So we know we are only waiting it out because they said go to court. The man who said go to court could not come to meet you in court. Men, we need to shape the narrative in such a way there is no escape. There is no escape for these people. And we have it. I don't even have it because I marvel. It makes my heart is filled with joy when obedience busts everything and anything. They say one thing. Can you imagine how long it took to bust Bamidele? It took 15 minutes or less. And the pastor, it took no time whatsoever. They were so shamed. And there is another one trending. If you want to see him, go to this church on Sunday. You see him where he's preaching. The man who couldn't swear to the Bible. The man who couldn't identify himself as a pastor and wants to become a doctor. So we have all the tools to ridicule these people. So when they come with all their stories about what there is no what they are saying is how they will contain, and Cecil already told us nothing will happen. Mindset says it. Nothing will happen. Nigeria will be better for it. We will celebrate and celebrate and celebrate. So let us just this month celebrate our principals. It's their birthday. We are not playing the music, but let me do my little 50 Cent. It's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday, that is your birthday. I don't know how to sing. I can't even remember the lyrics, but you know what I'm talking about. 50 Cent, he has this, it's the instrumental that really makes it real good so that you can put in it's your birthday in it. But anyway, there I go again. I'm going to stay with you all for a while and I'll try to help with moderating as much as I can. We have a lot of requests coming in. So I saw the distinguished, I wanted to give a little shout out to her and Sarah and UC Maxwell, all our people, Miss Pearls, Releva Best, and all the people that even translate the compilations into different languages and different threads that we share around is moving a lot. So let's keep doing what we are doing and keep squeezing their neck. Go to the prayer session. Next squeezer is there. Squeeze it more tighter and tighter so that they will be gasping. He say breathe. So maybe he might his neck might get there. Anyways, I thank you all so much, and I wish our vice president, our incoming vice president, a very merry happy birthday. I yield my mic, and I'll be here for a while. Thank you.
Uncle Akaji, Uncle, thank you. Like literally, I could see the shock on your face when I was
Yeah, she did all right with bongos Ikwe. Bongos Ikwe has been searching for true love. And he'll keep on searching till he finds, he
Yes,
said.
yes, he was
And
searching for
it's,
true love.
yeah,
Yes.
he was also the guy that did the signal tune for Cock Crow at Dawn, if you remember. A very, very popular series with the NTA. And yeah, a really, really accomplished musician, very mellow voice. He's still alive, which is very good. But yeah, Anka,
He
I
is?
think, yes, he is. I think, I think at the moment Alfred is just aging this sing off, this obedient sing off competition. Of course, I'm not biased, but yeah, Alfred, I think they will sign you up at the Wahala Records at this rate. But yeah, thank you very much.
Ejikeme, I think Ejikeme was
Let's
next.
educate. Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ankadede, Uncle Doakaji, Kandaki. I saw her on the space now. Where is she? Lamine.
It's
Women,
one
Nigeria.
MMC. One MMC is not
I
Lami.
know your voice. Don't worry. Okay, okay. If we're trying to conform to, you know, the the true situation of things and following the rules of the game. Yes, one IMMC. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And I would say happy birthday to the vice president, my vice president, and of course, Nigeria's true vice president, because the one that is there right now is a Boko Haram apologist, is a Boko Haram um, candidate. He's someone that supports Boko Haram and terrorism, one that houses Boko Haram, in his house and dines with them. So this is the true Nigerian president. And of course, it's going to be a unanimous judgment at the Court of Appeal. I am still yet to see the judge that wants to end his career of those 5 judges by giving even a dissenting judgment to the criminal drug baron Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am yet to see. That will be the end of that judge's career. It's very clear, but we're not talking about the tribunal yet. So, yes, this is a man that captivates you. The moment he comes on air to speak, everybody listens. Because when he doesn't open his mouth anyhow, he doesn't talk anyhow. He talks with facts. He talks with common sense. Remember that famous interview with Shehu on channels that blew up, the 25% in Abuja that we're talking about today, where he says it would have been better for the PDAPC, because the two of them didn't get 25%. The PDAPC, the monsters with 2 heads, to rig the IREV. Rig it, give APC 6% and give PDP, I don't know how much percent they're supposed to give the PDP, so that they can all measure up to the 25%. That particular interview rings in my head every other time. And of course, the shameless INEC tried to also, rig that, 25% for APC. You see this is how low we have degenerated in this country. How low. And I keep saying it. Peter Gregory Obi, when declared the president and commander-in-chief, I want the first thing he should do as president and commander-in-chief is to immediately send Festus Kayamo for investigation. He should send him on immediate retirement from INEC and let justice prevail on that man. Then followed by Mahmoud Yakubu. Because, you see, I was listening to a submission on a space. I'm sure most of you also must have seen it. INEC did not only just subvert the will of the people, but they perpetuated broad daylight criminality. And they did it in several ways. Number one, on the day of election, they shifted so many people's polling units without prior notice. That was disenfranchisement in another technical way. Number two, they made sure that in places where some candidates, I'm not just going to talk about Labour Party, but Labour Party strongholds, INEC deliberately came late to disenfranchise voters because, the sun is too much. In some places, it rained. So a lot of Nigerians will always chicken out. They'll say, "Oh, what the heck?" Since this it's not my father that is in the ballot. I would just rather go home than lose my life. So they deliberately came late, right, to make sure that people would stay and get tired, and then they walk away, go home. But no, Nigerians stayed back because they wanted to cast this all-important vote to change Nigeria. Nigerians, not just basically in the southeast and south-south, where Peter Obi had the strongest hold, but everywhere. I saw a video in Abuja where people were screaming and yelling, "We must vote! We must vote!" That happened in Jos, right? These are not Igbo people, they are Nigerians from all walks of life shouting, "We must vote." Then the main thing, they dismembered and made sure that transmitting the presidential result was practically impossible. Mr. Peter Obi, if you don't want me to light up my red candle, please promise and start kabashing and praying for you. Promise me that you start the cleansing and destruction of the structures of criminality, starting with Festus Okoye of INEC. We are from the same zone. We have to show example by starting from our zone. Festus Okoye has to be prosecuted. He has to face justice. Then followed by his boss, Mahmoud Yakubu. It is very clear that they have also started, prosecuting the Adamawa Rek and all the people that were found wanting in this election. It will culminate. It will join them. They will be the last to be prosecuted. You see, when this criminal element got into Asorok, he quickly moved into, arresting the CBN governor. Right? Even though we do not support what the CBN governor did, forget the fact that that man lied on national TV with a straight face. He lied to Shehu, who now asked him, "Is this glitch human? Is it technical? What is it? What is this glitch that you're talking about?" So I want to see him on prison uniform, green, then pronouncing the word glitch as he marches straight to Kuje prison. Please, Peter Obi, I am begging you, so that I will not light this my red candle and start praying for your downfall. We would have to do this. That is how we will show Nigerians from all walks of life that we mean business in cleaning out the rotten Nigerian system. Then again, I also want to draw our attention to what is happening in Enugu State. I don't know whether the judges of that tribunal have now sat, or should we trend their names and beg the EU and the US to place them on visa ban already? Maybe we need to place them on visa ban for coming late to court on a day that the NYSC is supposed to testify to the fact that Frank Mba actually submitted a fake NYSC certificate and confirmed that. Peter Mba. Sorry, Peter Mba. Yes, Mba is his name. I don't know whether they have sat, but if they have not sat, I beg all of you, let us make a tweet. I have already made one. I have tagged the President of the United States of America. I have tagged Secretary Blinken. I have tagged EU in Nigeria. I have tagged US in Nigeria. To place those judges on visa, let them just rise from court to hear that they have been placed on visa ban for coming late and keeping, councils late. You fix a date. That is the criminality we are talking about. The rascality is too much. You can't fix a date and then you are not showing up. What kind of, are they not courageous enough to come and sit in court? So we need to also highlight that. I don't know what the current situation. So please, if anybody has ears on the ground in what is happening in Enugu, you should come up and tell us what is going on so that we start trending them. Let the judge and his relatives and relations know that he or she is already trending for the wrong reasons, because I have already started my trend. the criminality of Nigeria, we the people, we the people, especially this coconut head generation that I am part of, this headless mob that I want to be their secretary. We will be the ones to change Nigeria, forcefully change Nigeria, because our parents and the generation before them were cowards. Permit my language, but they refused to change Nigeria. They allowed the criminal status quo to continue. But you see, this generation, we will not allow it. We must not allow it. We will continue to change Nigeria gradually. When we bring in Peter Obi and our birthday celebrant, Yusuf Datti, Baba Ahamed, we have done one thing. We have said, yes, Nigerians have actually voted and their votes have counted. And not only have their votes counted, but the fact that the people that represent the governance of Nigeria are clean. That is what we are fighting for. And then that they will not bend the rule of law to favor anybody. That is what Nigeria needs. That's what Nigeria lacks. We are a lawless country. For now, we're a lawless country. I see your hand, one MMC. But today is a happy day. Let us celebrate our vice presidential candidate and the true vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We will prevail. Nobody should back down. There is tension in Aso Rock. I can assure you. There is tension. They no fit sleep. They no fit breathe. Let the poor breathe. Now Aso Rock, they breathe. No, they breathe now. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Thank you. Thank you, HKM. Sorry, for some crazy reason, I can't bring you up, Grace. I don't know what's going on. Anchor Dede, if you can bring Grace up, please just do that. Phoenix, the space is yours.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me on the space. I think this is the first time I would join a space like this because normally I'm more inclined to the Christian Twitter for some reason. But I think the time has come for people to actually speak up because if you look at the way Nigeria is now, yeah. Okay, first off, I should say happy birthday to Datti Baba Ahamed. The man is someone I really do respect. He just needs to pass through Abuja and you see his university and the man is really doing well for himself and he's also doing well for the people. The fact that he comes from royalty and from that, the elite class in the north does not really exclude him from the pains that Nigerians actually suffer from. He tries to put himself in the mix, even though he has no business doing that. And I think that's commendable. That's someone we should actually appreciate and celebrate. He deserves all of that. And talking about Nigeria now, Nigeria is not new to a system like this, except you've not been studying history. These things have always been in it. Right from Obasanjo days, there's always been malpractices in our elections, yeah? But the thing is, I think the time is now, we are now more aware, the youth of these days, we are now more conscious of the process and we are now getting more involved in the process. And I should say this, it might sound it might not be a truth that people would want to hear. If you don't put pressure on the judges of the Supreme Court, and this one's in the tribunal, it would amaze you the judgment they will come up with. Look at the Imo State for crying out loud. Just ask yourself, how did Hope Uzodinma end up in the government house in Imo State? Just some shady court judgment, and that was all it took. And the fact that if you can justify this illegality from the courts, there's nothing much people would do. People would probably get to resort to violence. And if I'll be honest with you, I've not seen any rational revolution that actually had to stand the test of time that was not some sort of violent in nature. Now, this is not me preaching violence. This is not me advocating for violence. But this is me just saying, a time is coming where we need to probably just know when enough is really enough. Like when enough is really enough. Just look at what they call elections, this last presidential election. It takes okay, I was speaking to someone in Computer Village the other day. This guy is purely APC. He told me to my face that they know Peter Obi won the election, but there's nothing anybody would do about it. And that's the honest truth, except we actually get to act right. And how do we act right? The prayer we say you're putting on these people in the judiciary, if they get to deliver a judgment, there's nothing anybody would do about it. The fact that people make noise on Twitter, that is good. It's good that people talk. But this noise, don't do it. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Oga, we are not making noise, oh, please. I'm sorry. We are not making noise. Please don't
You're not
use that
getting my
word.
point.
I'm
I really
getting your
wish.
point.
I
No,
really
please.
wish you understand what I'm saying.
Excuse me. Don't use the word. I'm not making. Me particularly, I'm not making noise. And everybody here, we're not making noise. Please don't use that word. Please, I beg of you. Please continue.
You might be inclined to not agree. Do you understand? I can't force that on you. If it sounds offensive to you, for that, I'm sorry. But I know the context with where I'm talking on. You know, I can tell you one thing. I'm very, very close to these APC people. I know the way they think. I am very, very close to them. I know the way they think. They feel they have all the powers in place. They feel they have the structure in place. They feel there's nothing anybody can do about it. That's their mindset. So at best now, well, it's best if I don't talk more because you people, I'm trying to talk, but I'm trying to really get us to say things the right way. You see, if you look at Nigeria, Nigeria is really probably, to me, if you ask me, I think Nigeria is the most blessed nation in the world. Just Kogi State alone. Kogi State alone has resources that can actually fund, that can actually make Nigeria better than America. Just Kogi State alone. Not to talk of states like Enugu, not to talk of states, all the South states that we have. Not to talk of Undo, not to talk of other states that have mineral deposits in them and all of that. But you see the way the country is governed. You see the way the country is run. It's run like a one-man. It's run like a one-man business where it's meant for some people, for a particular set of people. And the point is, if we as a people don't come out en masse to actually make our stance known, see, it might be something that is not very convenient for people. One truth that is not very convenient for us to hear at this time. But see, let me be honest with you. We need to do more. We really need to do more.
Please, Mr. Phoenix, let me quickly ask you. These people, you know how they think. Please, can you tell us who these people are so that we know exactly who we are dealing with?
Telling
These
you
people
the APC.
that you know.
Yeah, the
These
APC.
people no, APC is a political party.
You expect me to name names, yeah? No, I'm not going to do that.
Yes, if you name names, because you know how they think.
I'm not going to do
It is
that.
important.
Yeah,
you know how they think, and that's an asset. So that's why I'm asking.
This is me. I'm not going to do that. Do you understand? I'm not going to.
No, if you won't do that, then don't. That's why
that's fine.
I said don't over.
Please, can you remove this guy from this space?
Fine.
Let this guy. Okay.
No.
No, I can go. No, don't worry. There's no big deal to it. It's not compulsory. Just take me off. Don't worry. I'll use the mic. Don't worry. It's fine.
Let me get my point across.
Don't worry. I'll use the mic.
Give me a second.
Don't worry.
Give me a second. When she said, don't quote people, how these people, you said you know how these people think. So if you know how these people think, one is, who are these people? And can you tell us 1, 2, 3 how they think? It will be very helpful because we're in an open space. It will be very helpful. But if we don't know these people and we have to deal with APC, no, we don't have a appetite for that. That's all I'm trying to say. But if you want to give us the gist, call their names, these people, and how they think that you know. That would be very helpful. Got the mic. Speak.
For me, I'm sure you know the way Nigeria works, yeah? So if anybody says I should use the mic, that's no problem. I don't have a problem with not. I always keep my silence. Do you understand? There's a reason for it. And number two, if you expect me to name names, I'm not going to do that. Because it's just, that's why I'm talking from a standpoint of someone that probably has a...
Okay, Phoenix, so we can wrap this up. Let's just wrap up what your point is so that there isn't a back and forth in this. Just wrap up for us, please.
Don't worry, I'll say nothing no more. Just, you can consider this, please. I'll use my mic. That's fine.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
Easy does it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. See, Phoenix, not even Phoenix. I'll just say this. I'll just put this out there. You cannot, me particularly, like this, me as an obedient, have information that is beneficial to this movement. And I come on space and say to you that I know what they say, but I cannot say it. I'm sorry to say, you are not obedient. You cannot have information, not like it matters to me, that information, I really don't care. The information is gaslighting. That is what it is, gaslighting. Put fear into obedience body. Oh, they will not allow the judiciary to, that is all they have. But I'm just saying, you say if you as an obedient say you have information that is beneficial to this movement and you cannot share it, sis or bro, you ain't obedient enough. If you have anything that is going to be beneficial to this movement and you don't want to share it, you ain't beneficial enough. So I'm okay if you don't want to speak. I'm okay if you want to leave the space. No beef. I'm not angry. Nobody is angry with you. But you cannot tell us that we're making noise. No, I will not accept it. When somebody comes to space to say to me that I am making noise, it is unacceptable. It is actually disrespectful to me and all of obedience that I've put in the work for the last 1 year. This same noise you call won us this freaking election. This same noise, this thing you're calling noise, won us this election. It's not that information that your APC friends are giving you that won the election. The noise we'll be making on this same social media won this election for us. So please, when you want to come on space and gaslight us, you cannot. Because as far as I'm concerned, you are trying to gaslight us. You cannot tell me that you have information. We're just here making noise. Making noise. I'm not making noise. I am talking. And we are not all talking. So don't use the word making noise. Again, if you're here that you're semi-agbado and semi-obedient, please do not request the mic.
To be
If
very
you're
honest, I don't even
semi-agbado
think he's
and
obedient.
semi-obedient, do not request the mic. Because you cannot come here and tell me that I'm making noise. That over 400 people on this space are making noise. No, you can't say that. Because this noise won us the election. Madonna, the space is yours.
Thank you. Did you call
Madam
Madonna?
Madonna. Okay. Okay. Maybe she's not close to her phone. Let's have Joe Paul, then Ninja. Exactly. Is your hands up?
Yes, my hand is up. Chikwe.
Okay. No vex. Continue.
Hello.
Please continue. And do not don't unmute your mic until you're called, please.
Hello.
Sorry, who's speaking?
Peter Obi last born. You just interjected and said you're next to speak, and I said continue, and you're not speaking.
No, his mic was on. That's why I off my so that.
Okay, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. This dude just spoiled my mood. Like he just spoiled my mood. But I refuse my mood to be spoiled on this birthday celebration. But thank God that you muted the mic when 1 million match reacted or something like that. I see. I'm sorry. That maybe you don't know the right English to use or what. How can you come? Are you okay? Come and say we are making noise. Okay, not if they hear me, not try that thing again. No ever try. You can number of people here. You don't know the kind of word to use or waiting. It's fine. I beg. No, nobody just spoil my mood. I beg. Do you know what it mean by noise?
They will come celebrate though. Just chill. Let's move on.
It's fine.
What do we even do about this music and that case? Sorry, I got cheap first because we are not even going to be angry on this space today. Somebody should do something
you
about
will sing
music.
for us. Sorry, Victor, you will continue your submission in a minute.
Oh my God. Oga, please continue. Don't mind her.
Let him go. Carry on with your submission, Peter, his last ball.
All right, thank you very much. First of all, I want to appreciate everybody. Ngozi, my mommy, Madonna, everybody, David, and Anka Didi, everybody. I really appreciate all of you for keeping up this space. And I know the rest. And I just want to behave like una Papa Peter Obi. Every day when I just come up, God will continue to give all of you strength in Jesus' name. And I want to wish my boss, Dante, happy birthday. Like, I so much love this man. The way I love Peter Obi, I just love this man. And two of them, they behave like Peter and Paul. I don't know whether they don't be friends, like, right from time. Or they just meet themselves. Like, they love, they bond, they shared. It's just too much. They are good to go. Peter Obi make the right choice. And I pray may the Lord continue to strengthen him and wish him more years to celebrate. As with the fresh so you don't go old like some people we understand. You go continue to the fresh, even in your 100, you go look like bomb boy. You go continue to do the fresh. If you observe all obedient to the fresh, see area father now. The time wey area father been dey celebrate him birthday, I post for my status. I say how I go take explain to my pikin say area father senior Peter Obi. How I go take explain that one now? The picture wey two of them be snap because he think good in his mind. He no conceive any evil. Like he follow the right people. You see area father they fresh like one bomb boy like that. And if you take area father senior Peter Obi, but area father dey fresh, dey wear sneaker, dey bounce. Omo, I love all obedient. And Dante, you're no exception. You go continue to dey fresh, I beg, don't do drugs. Drugs is bad, yeah? Don't do drugs. All right. Lastly, I want to tell us that let us prepare our dancing shoe. We are there. We are close. We are there. We are there. Let nothing distract us. As Emily the Conqueror said earlier, he said, once people discover say we dey get joy, they go bring up one strange thing to come distract us. Omo, we don't sabi their tactics. They don't fair. They don't fair. We don't sabi their tactics. They release this man. That na topic for now. Day we go still Abakari. That we go still discuss that one. And they release Abakari. I be they grant him bail just to come and distract us. All those bring IP. All those na distraction. We don't sabi their tactics. Nothing go change our mindset. All eyes on judiciary. We go nowhere. Collect our mandate. I've been chat under Tinubu post. I said we will not rest till we collect our mandate. Then somebody say, that means you'll be restless. I said, brother, please just rest some more so that when Peter Obi come on throne, you will not be restless. Because just start resting now. Because you will be restless when Peter Obi come to throne. Lastly, Peter Obi birthday is close. I want us to start planning ahead. Me, myself, anywhere where money will come, I go do billboard or clothes, paste am as celebrating Peter Obi birthday. Even our clothes, I go do am. Billboard, sorry for say billboard. God will give the money, sha. I go do what is it called? Big banner, big banner. Put for my state. Celebrate Peter Obi birthday. The one way they never ever done for this life. We make we do obedient. If not to do will I say chant for road, celebrate our birthday. Oga, make we break protocol for this birthday. Make we start with the plan. Make we start with the plan. Please let us make this Peter Obi birthday. Make the whole world hear am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Peter Obi's last born. Sure you guys say you want
Na Peter Obi last born. You really
Yes,
talk
sir.
like last born. You tell us to make billboard all over the place.
No.
Papa.
Oh yeah, hold on. Somebody wants to sing happy birthday for Datti. Hold on.
Who be that? Not me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Datti. Happy birthday to you.
I think you don't hear me. They sing, ba?
Oh, you sound like
That
way.
was precious.
You sound like way, Emil.
That is Bihal.
You sound like way, Emil. I don't talk my own.
Lami, you are singing.
Uncle Odo, seriously, I will remove you from this space. I'm not kidding. Okay, Godwin, the space is yours.
You don't start this your thing again, no. When I went on, no, I still make I gift everybody with the here. I'm really glad to talk today. I am so elated. I'm so happy. I'm so joyous, watching the whole, following up with the whole, PEPT, the tribunal. I have just been very very happy. I don't know why I'm so happy, but I'm happy, and I believe my happiness and our happiness will continue until the perfect day where we shall our success will be crowned. Our success will be crowned. On this very day, I'm wishing my boss Baba Datti Ahmed a happy birthday. It is not an easy feat that he has achieved for himself, coming from that extraction in the northern part, and believing so much in, not just believing in an Igbo man, but believing in a cause that is worth it, that believing in a true Nigerian and standing by him, being rejected and being mocked by his people, but he persisted and continued with him, till now. He has shown sterling leadership. He has shown himself to be one that is a leader indeed. In fact, I have seen so many places people have said it. Even I think Ejikeme have said it. After Peter Obi's 8 years, he will go ahead. We'll hand over. I'm not sure we'll have an election. We'll hand over to him. Peter Obi will hand over to him directly, because we need to sanitize this country. We need sanity. So I just wish him happy birthday, and then I want to encourage all of us, and then thank all of us here, Anka Dede, Kandek, and I don't know the normal names, but the name I see here, 1 million match, 1 million match. I just they thank all of you, as so that they lead us well, as so that they guide us, as so that they control us. Anytime we want they drop this space, and I drop and we go join, so that we go they encourage ourselves, and then I just say, when I continue, may God bless all of you. Nobody they pay anybody anyone for this thing, but now they push up. Now I just say that by now we go tire, but when I know they make us me tire at all, you know. So I just thank all of us, and I say, may we continue. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I hit my mic.
All right, thank you so much, Godwin. Joe Paul, before you go see me, please, the space is yours.
I no kill you. I mean, I go talk my own the way it be. You call me person say na in turn, you give am, can't give another person again, and you say make I no talk. This
Sorry, I
assembly,
missed that.
this assembly is a general assembly. We are all legislators here. Honorable Minister, it's okay. Off your mic. Well, well done. Oh, good afternoon. My name is Jopol. Now that person we wanna know. Just to say a very big shout out, happy birthday to Datti Baba Ahmed on his birthday. All through the night, I had some national meetings. In fact, it was in those meetings online that I discovered that we were even arguing that his birthday is on the 9th. So we had to go to Google now. Google know they lie. Obedient people, they like verify. We went and verified, and his birthday was exactly 7th of July. We are happy to celebrate him. I'm happy to celebrate him. I'm happy to be a partner with him and Peter Gregory Obi towards the project of rescuing Nigeria and establishing the newness of Nigeria. And it is actually very important that it is a new wine scheme for new wine. These are the new wine. It is a new wine, fresh one. As such, we cannot, this man cannot go to be in the old wine scheme like the APC and the PDP. So thank you. Today is for me is to appreciate you, appreciate the womb that carried you for 9 months, that breast that you suckled, and that upbringing, the values that were instilled in you, that you have been able to, amidst the bad situation and environmental influence in this country, you choose to still be different, like your president and our president Peter Gregory Obi. So thank you very much for standing out. Thank you for not allowing the corrupt Nigerians to corrupt you. And may God continue to bless you, keep you, and grant you continual good health of mind and body, and for you to continue to stand in the path of that which is right. God bless you. Well, thank you very much. Let me just react to one or two things. Number one, the guy that just spoke, whether Phoenix or waiting be that in name, there is something that I have discovered in this absolute engagement in the obedient movement and the project of a new Nigeria is that so many of us we carry religion, oh, we dey carry religion, they put for everything, and ethnicity. These are the two major problems that we have. That guy was talking for me, somebody like me. I have just done a psycho of religion and ethnicity is what has put Nigeria in this dungeon we are now. And as such, I will pray that we give ourselves a psychological reorientation and be able to purge every of those nonsense out of our system and be able to face reality and deal with them the way they are. You don't come out and begin to tell people whether they are making noise or what. To hell with those kind of statements, because what is biting now is biting. From Cross River State to Makurdi alone, fuel alone that I bought to fuel the car we used to attend a burial here is over 50,000 naira. And when you talk about the cost implication for those that are using public transport, and how many people can afford that? So we need to begin to think right and align ourselves with that which is okay. And I want to suggest, I don't know, I have seen the protest against the EU report. So I don't know, because I've been on transit. I just arrived the burial where I came to attend in Benue State. I don't know whether anybody has looked at that, the protest against an EU report by the pro Agbado's family. I don't know. You know, we have a lot of people that are very fast here. That woman that was talking and talking and talking and talking, the one that gave the press briefing, Una Sabi, and where she from, waiting she be, who she be, how many drums of corn there inside her pocket. We need to know, unmask those kind of women and begin to talk about them in public spaces, because it was very, very shameful that she was talking in the manner she was talking about. The 2023 election, by my own analysis and assessment, it was a civil war. It was a civil war. That is what APC brought to us, where people were profiled ethnically, where people were battered, people were killed, and all of that. And somebody could go and stand before the cameras and say what she said. So on that note, I want to suggest, I don't know whether somebody has suggested something like that. Is it not good enough that we do something swiftly by either gathering people, obedience that are in Abuja, to also go to that same EU headquarters and do an affirmative and rectification campaign to back the EU report, that the evidence as contained in their report and the data are actually correct And that was actually the situation of the election. Nobody is a monopoly of anything. That is why Asari Dokubo went to Abuja and was protesting, and some of us also were in that Abuja to also do our own. So we must counter them, like our principal said. If they come against us in the air, we attack them in the air with ballistic missile. When they come against us in the waters, we fight them there. When they come in the land, we are complete. Like Bible will say, we are complete in him who is the head of all principalities and powers. And so nothing, we are not afraid of anybody. Can we not look at it from the back room and set something to counter this narrative and that kind of this thing, so that we can also push the press conference that will be given, the press briefing that will be given in the EU office, push it also from the obedient perspective everywhere to which ordinarily is going to subsume their stupid expression that they went there to go and do. And thirdly, I want to also suggest, ahead of our principal birthday, I would have suggested this had it been I knew earlier that our vice president's birthday was today. Can't we do things instead like we have done in the 100 million man march? I don't know what the planning is out there. Gather people. I think we need to begin to use these opportunities of birthdays and some other events and gather obedient again for aerobic, for workout, for something on their birthday, and people gather themselves. They do some short videos. We flood everywhere in the internet. We have come with a new narrative, and we can create something that has never been in Africa, in the world, and Nigeria that we belong to. So that is that. And finally, I want to say that there is something. Nigeria is signing a bilateral agreement with China to build first of its kind baseline interferometry to monitor earthquake and volcanic eruption in Nigeria and sub-Sahara Africa. It's very laughable, and I think another country to begin to watch out for is China. China is coming with, they are one of the corrupt nations in the Asian tiger and are trying to make sure that they colonize Africa and bring us to our knees. Do we have, in as far as I'm concerned, from all the studies and the research I have gone through, Nigeria is a country that is not prone to anything earthquake, anything volcanic eruption and all of that. So what are they coming to partner with Nigerians to do? Stealing, thieves, Chinese companies. They are everywhere in Nigeria, manhandling our Nigerians, paying them peanut while they millions and get back to China. So we need to begin to look at all these things and count of the cabal of criminality, and so shall it be forever. Happy birthday, Datti, Baba, Ahamed. I yield.
Thank you so much, Joe Paul. Kandake, should I play it now? The interview of Datti.
Oh yes, if you got it, yes.
Yeah, I found it on YouTube. Yeah, so please, Ninja Watch, please be patient. I'll come to you.
First and foremost, let's begin the conversation around your own view of the outcome of the presidential election.
Sad, unfortunate, tragic. All promises that were made, dashed, failed, hopes dashed. On a Wednesday before that Saturday, we attended the signing ceremony in which the INEC chairman so bravely spoke, and in which Mr. President also spoke. We should have known better. We always know better. But when you are dealing with authority, and you're a law-abiding citizen, your only option is to continue to have hope. Oh, we've been having hopes. for 8 years now. Promise after promise was failed. They promised beavers will work on Wednesday. They switched it up on Saturday. They promised electronic transmission on Wednesday. They failed it on Saturday. Mr. President said all he could, but all we have to do is to look at their antecedents and just come out and say the truth. These are people who just practically do not even know what they are promising. They promised better security for Nigeria. 8 years now have not been able to. Better economy, no. Fight corruption. Nigeria is the most corrupt era for Nigeria now. And therefore, if they failed to deliver the credible elections that they promised, it should come as little wonder to us. However, they're still calling it a credible election, which reinforces my belief that, clinically speaking, they don't even know what they're doing. They just say things in the air. Credibility, they have honor, they have zero honor, they say they have honor. They force people to say that they are leaving behind a legacy. What legacy are you leaving behind with all the policy that Nigeria is in? That is my view. But let's keep that aside and go to what is really facing Nigeria now, if you would. Can I go ahead?
Yeah. Just, I'd like to just get one or two things off the table. You mentioned this. It looks to me that you generalize the issues, but Nigerians would like to know in what areas that you have your disappointment about the process. Is it with INEC? Is it with the beavers? Did the beavers work, or was it the IREF? Because a lot of people would say maybe the beavers worked, or the IREF, the transmission of results, was the problem. Where do you think that the promises did not match the performance?
The arrogant INEC chairman and the incompetent president of Nigeria, I'm very, very sorry to say. The chairman should not have engaged in what he did. At the height of administrative rascality and official arrogance, sneak in the hour of 4 a.m., arrogate himself the power to interpret a section of the Constitution that needs no interpretation. Section 134 comes already interpreted, and recklessly proceeds to declare and issue a certificate of return. And our dear Mr. President, who is probably paying back a promise that Tinubu extracted from him way back in 2014, when they added their money and their votes for him to become president of Nigeria way back then. And now they reminded him, you promised to give it back to us. And he has no choice than maybe, well, they promised, okay, give it to them. He could not stand for righteousness. And it is clear, with this president, anything can go. And you can give it a different name. These are the places I'm disappointed in. But I really, really want us to come to what is facing Nigeria now, if you may.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and, but of course,
there are two.
Your party, just for a moment, your party had gone to court petitioning the outcome of that election. What are your expectations? And I'm asking this because the party came third. So in that sense, what are the hopes and aspirations of your party and your principal and yourself? What do you think will come out of that election? What are your prayers?
It's good we always finish qualifying what we're saying. When you say we came third according to the results released by INEC, yes. In reality, we came first. With the data, with the collated results on IREV and with our agents and everything that we have.
Have you collated that?
We have. Yes. Yes.
What are the figures telling you?
We won the election.
INEC declared 6 million plus for you.
Yes, but we got the highest number of votes.
By how many votes?
It's in the region of 8 million, but when the lawyers are handling that, I don't want to give a figure right now. We came first, so just to correct you, whatever we say is good, we fully clear it. Yes, we've gone to court, and the lawyers are handling it. What is facing Nigeria now? Nigeria is officially in a state of constitutional crisis. We're not realizing that yet. What do you mean by that? Thank you. A certificate of return has been issued to a so-called president-elect unconstitutionally. There are therefore two meanings, two interpretations, and two understandings of the declaration made. One is that one by INEC. One is that one of the people. When I said of the people is whoever can read section 134 of the Constitution and take a position, then we are entitled to our own view of what crisis is facing Nigeria now. The certificate of return issued to Alhaji Tinubu is a dud certificate. It is one certificate that breaches the provisions of section 134. Therefore, the requirements to be declared as president-elect have not been met by Tinubu Shetima ticket. The declaration, therefore, as it stands now, as far as the people of Nigeria who choose to adopt the literal, clear, interpreted meaning of section 134 is concerned, there is really no president-elect.
All right. So let's clarify.
Yes.
So section 134 suggests and puts to Nigeria.
Does not suggest, provides.
Yeah, provides what Nigerians should think about when they are electing a leader and in the office of the president. And he talks about.
No, Sean, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's not what they should say when they are electing a leader. Section 134 stipulates who to be declared an issued certificate of return. It is only that candidate that has scored the highest number of votes and at least 25% in each in at least two-thirds of the states of the federation and the federal capital territory.
Right.
Remember,
I thought you were going to say something different from what I was saying.
No. Each and now it is very clear. Tinubu does not have 25% in the FCT. We denied him. We got 61%. Atiku does not have 25% in the FCT. We denied both of them. By the clear,
oh my God,
unambiguous provision of the Nigerian Constitution, which must not be breached. Tinubu has not satisfied the requirement to be declared president-elect. Accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria now. I repeat, accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria at the moment because the declared one violates the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I know what I'm saying. The Constitution is there in your presence, it's available, everybody is reading it as I speak. I'm not therefore behaving illegally or unconstitutionally. To the contrary, I am supporting constitutionality.
oh my God.
It is in fact better for the powers that be to go and create additional 6% out of thin air and rig it back to Tinubu and therefore swear him in on 25% than to go ahead and take the risk of swearing in a so-called
Lamin.
constitutional requirement.
You can't hear me? Kandake, you said something.
Yeah, we missed it when he said it's better for them to rig 25% and take the risk of swearing in, and then we kind of went silent from there.
Please, I'll call you back. I'm using my phone. I'm busy. Please.
Sorry, people.
Just give me a sec, please. I don't know why you just reject call and the person keep calling. Let me take it back a little.
Constitution is there in your presence, is available. Everybody is reading it as I speak. I'm not therefore behaving illegally or unconstitutionally. To the contrary, I am supporting constitutionality. It is in fact better for the powers that be to go and create additional 6% out of thin air and rig it back to Tinubu and therefore swear him in and take the risk of swearing in a so-called president-elect that has not met the constitutional requirements.
Interesting. This conversation, I mean, what you saying, just for a moment, was one conversation I had with Mr. Olisa Bakoba a few months ago when he was one of those who raised it and said, INEC needs to come out to explain to Nigerians this second part of the provision of the section 134 of the Constitution about in 25% in two-third of 36 states is 24. Good. Plus the FCT. Whether or not if you meet that of the 25% of two-third of the state, which is 24, but if you fail to meet the FCT, what happens? That it was one major issue which is raised. Well, for the benefit of our viewers, let me just read quickly what section 134 says. And it says, a candidate for an election to the office of the president shall be deemed to have been duly elected, where there being only two candidates for the election, he has a majority of votes cast at the election. That is the first provision. Then he has not less than 1/4 of the votes cast at the election in each of the least 2/3 of all the states in the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. That is a second provision.
Can I comment?
Go ahead, please.
This document you read is not a puzzle. It is in English. O levels that you wrote and I wrote and the justices and everybody that is a candidate wrote. It is law. The law is not a game for politicians to play. This document is not available for Yakubu to interpret that day. It is there for him to follow. The English is very clear. These are fundamental provisions of the Constitution. They come already interpreted. You cannot take a gun, shoot somebody, and then ask the family to go and get interpretation that you only fired your weapon and then it killed him. No. This Constitution is more than abundantly clear. It says and. Show, you know the meaning of and. We know the meaning of and. There is no justice beyond what is simplicity. Simplicity is justice, simplicity is wisdom, simplicity is knowledge.
All right. So that is an interpretation which you are
listen.
No, because there are other people who have argued.
There is a universal.
There are other people who have argued differently.
Go ahead.
And when Bola Tinubu was declared, he had his supporters. A lot of people were happy that he won the election. 38% of the votes cast were given to him. And those people are Nigerian.
By INEC. I told you to be qualifying what you say, please. By INEC.
But that is what has been presented officially, except otherwise.
Now you are. Now you are.
Otherwise disputed.
Go ahead.
If it's otherwise disputed, that is what is fact that we know now.
You have qualified it. Go
So
ahead.
that is your interpretation of this provision, because some other people argue differently.
Those who have argued differently ended up helping our case. Because they say that there's a certain ruling which says the FCT is a state. Good. FCT is a state. Where is the each of 25% for FCT? It is not there. That constitutional requirement has not been met. That certificate of return is null and void and cannot be sworn in as president. And let me tell you, the way they are going, disregarding the calls of the people, violating the Constitution, let them even go ahead, even if they swear in Tinubu Shetima on 29th of May. They are swearing in an unconstitutional government. Nothing will change it. I am not a careless, reckless speaker. I am working with the Constitution there, that document, right, you just read. I'm following it. And I dare to tell you that swearing in Tinubu and Shetima is as good as swearing in the Nigerian army on 29th of May. If you swear in people that have not satisfied the requirement, you have, by so doing, ended democracy. The crisis I'm telling you now is that this our democracy is going to end. By the way we are going, this democracy is going to end on the 29th of May, 2023. Please write it. You know my name. I am very, very happy to say it. No, you know my name. You know, you introduced me. Listen, those are, no. I will, because those are extreme thoughts. You know why? Because there are allowable language to be used on television, especially as it relates to our nation and the unity of this. Put your question and let me answer you. Put your question. I know what I'm saying. If there is an official, if you breach the Constitution, is it not left to the court to decide otherwise? This is already decided by the courts. But the authority in charge of the election gave a declaration. If you are afraid for some things, don't ask for them. I am not afraid. I will. No, then I will, as a citizen of the country, by the ethics and the guidelines of my profession, live by it. Yes. What is lawful? And I hope that you're a lawful citizen of the country. Very, very. And so whatever the stipulation of the law guides, that if you are aggrieved about something, you go to the court to seek redress, isn't it? This document is a product of the legal system. It has been signed into law by the President, Commander-in-Chief Federal Republic of Nigeria. I believe in this document. That is why I'm so lawful. That is why I'm so confident. And that is why I'm, however extreme it is, Seun, I am saying it on national TV. I don't like to take risks. I'm not taking any risks. Swearing in a ticket that has not met the constitutional requirements of the Constitution, okay, is ending democracy. Quote me on it. That's your interpretation. That is my interpretation, and that is indeed a correct interpretation. You cannot swear people who have not met the constitutional requirement. You can't do that. If you did it, you have done something unlawful, something unconstitutional. And I'm repeating it. Whoever does not meet the constitutional requirement must never be sworn in. You said my name. If you like, I can say it again. I'm Datti Ahamed. I'm not taking risks with my safety and with my life. But I'm repeating. Swear in anybody who does not meet the constitutional requirements of our country. You are engaging in an unconstitutional act. Mr. President, do not hold that inauguration. CJ and your lordship, do not partake in unconstitutionality. I am taking these risks for the sake of my country. Yes, it is extreme, and I'm saying it. It was more extreme for Yakubu to issue that certificate. It was reckless. He is putting all our lives in danger. All of us. We're already at risk. So what is there again in me taking risks again? What have they not done against Nigeria? What have they not abused in Nigeria? Now they'll take the constitution where it is clear it says and get 24. After that, and FCT. They fail to get it. And they are going to swear this man in, and I should be afraid? I will not be. I'm telling you that on the 29th of May, 2023, swear in Tinubu as this result is, you have ended democracy, whoever you are. I mean, you say you're a lawful citizen. I am. So the judiciary... The law in me is why I'm saying this. Yeah, so the judiciary is the hope of the masses, is the hope of the common man. And if you look at what decision your party, your principal, and yourself are taking in going to the presidential election petition, it does look that you believe in one thing, that the judiciary will work. Do you? I do. What you asked me is a different form of what others have asked me, as in if I trust them. But listen, take these three things I'm going to tell you. The law is not a game for politicians to play. The Constitution is not a puzzle for candidates to toy around with. Justices, their lordships, are not in place for politicians to refer other politicians to. That is wrong. That is wrong. This is classically what is going on now.
Or do you have faith in the courts?
I do not.
Why so?
There is a sitting Senate president who contested presidency and lost, and today he is declared senator. And the laws of Nigeria does not allow you to contest two offices. I was contesting governorship in Kaduna, but I withdrew before the contest. And that is why I was nominated as vice presidential candidate on this ticket. Electoral Act violated. Every other act violated. Promises violated. Now they are inching to violate the Constitution to the extent that they will even swear in a president who has not met the constitutional requirement. We should sit down and be afraid and not talk about it. No way.
So if you say you do not believe in the courts, so why did you proceed to the courts then?
That is no reason for us not to go. Because I have said it many times, history is full of first times. There may be a first time that the court system will work. Remember, I have suffered from the legal system. My House of Reps, my Senate, everything I accepted. Nothing I can do. And that's to underscore the law in me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm a law-promoting citizen. That is the more reason I keep telling you, I keep speaking in extreme ways. And I'm not violating your ethics. I'm more ethical than many people who have been here before to come and tell lies. Because I'm speaking the truth. The Constitution says each of, that is 24. After that, and you come and tell me that, go and get interpretation. This is an interpreted document. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is an interpreted document. Let's get academic.
Oops, sorry. YouTube ad. A sec. Okay.
If, for example, Section 134 had said that shall have scored 25% in two-thirds and the FCT, and then you get a very popular candidate who now scores 100% of the states, and then the opponent goes to say, the Constitution says two-thirds of the states, and this man went to score in all the states, declare him invalid. That is where the justices, their lordships can say, no, we hereby interpret it to mean this. But it has been so diligent, there is nothing left out there. 25% in each of at least two-thirds of the states of the Federation, which are 36, and the FCT. Who has time to waste? Nobody has time to waste. You come and rig elections, bastardize the system, then tell people to go for interpretation? No way.
You think the election of 25th of February was rigged?
It was rigged.
What about some of your candidates in the National Assembly who won their seats? There are at least six of them or so.
Any of them in the Senate should be taken to the court and have it taken away. I'm talking of presidential election.
Does he interpret? You think that the presidential election was rigged?
It was rigged.
Even the 6 million plus vote that you have, was it rigged also?
It was not rigged.
So that the non-full votes that you got?
It was not rigged. Remember, you are talking of electoral matters. I'm talking of constitutional matters.
So yeah, I'm asking a question because if you say that the election was rigged,
the election was rigged.
So
it should have been stopped. Remember, we called for the coalition to stop. Don't forget that,
Absolutely. But the question I'm asking, listen, that's it. The question I'm asking, if you say the election is rigged, you got 6 million votes.
Yes.
If you're going to court to challenge the vote, you'll be challenging based on the vote that you have.
We got more than 6 million votes. And in the process, we cried out, stop this coalition, stop. The election did not hold. Election is made of 4 things. It is made up of the voting of lawful citizens exercising their civic responsibilities. Coalition, according to the guidelines and the Electoral Act. Transmission of the results according to the guidelines and the Electoral Act. Then collation according to the Electoral Act itself, and then declaration according to the Constitution. But the Electoral Act borrowed that section from the Constitution and applied it in there. After voting, all hell was let loose. What they promised us 3 days earlier on Wednesday was that there would be electronic transmission immediately from the polling units. And it is there in INEC guidelines and the Electoral Act that no collation shall be made without reference to the IREV. They were collating without reference to IREV. So we cried out, stop this, stop this. The election is already going bad. Stop it. They didn't. 4 a.m. has never happened in the history of Nigeria. After adjourning, without specifying the time, 4 a.m., a so-called INEC chairman sneaked to the collation center and announced the result and declared a winner. If you will now permit me, because I respect your rules so much, there's a word I wish to use. Who is a fool? I took your permission. No Nigerian is a fool. You cheat us this way and tell us go and get interpretation, go to court? Nigerians are law-abiding, self-respecting, peace-loving citizens. You have heard about organized private sector. I have heard about organized crime. And in our petition, there is something that has to do with organized crime. Drug peddling, drug everything is the epitome of organized crime. In America's 1930s, there was Ben Segal, a murderous individual who controlled the state. Only in the 1980s, I always know his name, Pablo Escobar, he threw a justice from a helicopter down to earth. Pablo Escobar. Now, recently, you have the case of El Chapo in prison but correcting. We have it written in black and white from a U.S. courthouse that someone somewhere once forfeited $460,000 and is now a president-elect in Nigeria.
Now,
the world's greatest black nation. In the United States, Nigerians have the highest educated expatriates. And this is the best we can do.
Let's bring on this conversation. I'd like to ask, it does look from what your opponents are saying that you only believe in the courts if it's in your favor.
Not true. Not true at all. Listen, the most important thing now is that it is not even in our own interest to stop the swearing in of an unconstitutional government. And as far as we are concerned, you cannot swear in an unconstitutional government, therefore don't swear it in. It's not in our interest. And if you don't do that, we don't know what is going to happen. You understand?
Let me get you.
Let me come more after correctness. We are after the system working. Right. We're after justice being served. Seun, in case people don't know, who loves politics? It is a nightmare. Your job, the job you're doing is better than mine. Politics is not nice. We're not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it for sure. Maybe Shetima Tinubu are enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it.
Why did you
at all? Because it is a call of duty. I need to protect my country. I need to protect the future of the generations coming up. There is no future.
Are you losing hope in that?
I am. With the kind of leaders coming up in Nigeria, I am losing hope.
What would be your final thought tonight?
There must never be an unconstitutional government sworn in Nigeria. And this is just the beginning. I am saying it now. Let it be careless, let it be reckless, let it be extreme. It is the truth. It is there in that constitution you read.
All right.
What I'm saying, an unconstitutional government must never, ever be sworn in because that is the end of democracy anywhere.
Mr. Datti, Baba Ahmed, you have your say and your views on this matter. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, that's our birthday boy right there. Kandaki, over to you.
You know what? He actually sounds very much.
Kandaki, are you there?
Lamina, Honda. Oh, actually, Niger is a
Kandeki has gone to go and buy fuel or what?
the hand of the thing. Hi, UC. Oh, hi, UC.
And who is speaking?
It's Kandaki.
Okay, okay.
I changed
Good
my photo.
afternoon.
Put Datti in my photo. That's why.
You are sounding kind of muffled. I don't know why.
Oh, maybe. Oh, sorry. It's my finger on the speaker. Sorry.
All right, just continue. Call the next speaker.
Okay, Niger. Watch media. You have the floor.
Thank you, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Yes, that video wanna complain and I can't put me for edge. You know why I can't be saying I'm if I can talk after that wonderful video. Anyway, I greet every one of you. Kandeki, thank you very much. Wemini and Anka, I can see you all. Sir Odo Akaji, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate every one of you right there. May God bless you all. Yes, today is a celebration day for every one of us, all obedient, all dedicated, consecrated, obedient all over the world, all concerns Nigerians all over the world. Yes, we are where we are today because of these two men, Mr. Peter Obi and our VP, Datti Ahmed. I want to wish my VP a happy birthday. Mr. Datti Ahmed, thank you for being such a wonderful leader, sir. I celebrate you today on your birthday. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for everything you have done for our dear country, Nigeria. Your work is truly mesmerizing. And you are an exemplary leader for my generation and the future generations who wish to follow the world politics. Till now, we never knew that politics can be played this way because since Nigeria was created, we thought the way they have been playing it, that is how it's supposed to be played. But you and Mr. Peter Obi have opened our eyes. Thank you, sir, for the spirit of unison that you and our principal, His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, have demonstrated throughout this memorable journey to a better Nigeria. Alongside, I and my wonderful, dedicated, obedient all over the world, including everybody that is hearing me right now, has been on this journey since last year. God, I personally started this journey since April last year. Every day I come out on my media, fighting for this journey for a better Nigeria. I want to speak on the behalf of all the dedicated, consecrated Nigerians that we celebrate you today. We wish you good health, long life, and all the good things of life. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful journey. I want to say, you see, if not because of Mr. Peter Obi and Datti Ahmed, who came in? Should I say they came in from nowhere? Because nobody believed that Mr. Peter Obi will be where he is today. And nobody, for me, I don't really know Datti Ahmed that much, you know, before this. So these guys deserve to be, should I use the word praised? Because some people normally oppose me whenever I use that word praise, that the only person you can use that word for is God. But I believe these two men, wonderful men, that deserve this. Thank you very much for making us, Nigerians, to know that government is for the people, by the people, and for the people. But all these years since Nigeria was created, we never knew that government is for the people, by the people, and for the people. We have this set of satanic people that have been ruling Nigeria, a very few, ruling Nigeria how they liked. Even the beginning of this journey, none of them believe that Mr. Peter Obi will even come out maybe in 5th position. You know, I remember when they said that 3 or 4 people training in one room. But today, look where we are. All obedient. If you can hear my voice today, I want you all to be proud of yourself. Nobody's paying anybody for this, but we are close. We are very, very, very close. The Western world that many of us look up to today, they fought hard to have a better country. That's why you and I are benefiting from their own country. We are very, very, very close. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Datti Ahamed. May God bless you. I wish you all the best life can give. Now, before I go, my people, I just want to quickly speak on the other gentleman that spoke earlier on, who said that we are making noise. I'm not surprised with people like this because they do come to my media all the time as well. They are satanic and they have their satanic principle they are supporting. You know, the funny part of it is that they are not proud of their principle. It's just like me coming here and I can categorically say that I'm a proud obedient and I've demonstrated it. I have lots of evidences. I have over 3,000 videos on my channel. I can say 1,800 video there is for Mr. Peter Obi. But these satanic people, when they come to your media, they are not even proud of who they are supporting. You know, they can't say that, oh, I'm here, I support satanic APC, Tinubu, or Chetima. They will come stylishly to tarnish and disrupt our movement. So that guy is obviously not an obedient. I want to thank the lady that opposed him straight away when he mentioned the word, you guys are making noise. How can you be an obedient and use the word making noise? It's the same noise that we have been making that put us where we are today. It's the same noise that is giving your satanic principal sleepless night. It's the same noise that have destabilized every one of you till today. You are running left or right. He said we are making noise. We are almost there. I will say it's the same noise that pushed Lillian, satanic Lillian, yesterday to gather some satanic protesters to storm EU office in Abuja, demanding withdrawal of a EU report. It's the same noise. It's the same noise because the way we embrace that report is giving you all headache. It's giving you all sleepless night. It's the same noise. You said we are making noise. Today is a celebration day. If not, I would have exploded. Thank you very much, my people. God bless you.
That will not be explode. Niger watch.
I tell you, if you explode, me say my phone will break.
Thank you for your submission. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Colade is here. Mr. Colade.
Yeah, I think we should just take a cue so that we don't jump people. Mr. Colade, I'll call you first because you were here and you dropped off. Mr. Colade, then we take Nina, then Pastor Jakes, then New Dawn, in that order. Thank you.
My people, I salute everybody. Like me, when I saw you in action today, earlier on, my head was just like, yes, 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 yes. She gave it at the right time. Such a talk, we shouldn't even entertain it in the first place. Thank you so much for stepping in at that moment. Kandake, our mama. I greet you, ma. The people's uncle, I see you somewhere. And to all my comrades out there, well-meaning, and Ngozi, the two of you, better just...
Sorry, Mr. Colade, just hold on. Kanaki, why are you raising your hands?
It was a mistake. I was going to tap an emoji and it went to my hand.
Please, yeah, sorry, please go on, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Big Mac, I see you down there. I don't know why all of you are sitting down there. Okay, for me, let me also join in wishing our VP, our incoming VP, a happy birthday. Sincerely, I've never listened to the full interview. There's just a very short portion that I'm always listening to. Thank you once again, Lami, for playing that full version. The man spoke intelligently. And you know one thing about, because at times I sit back and I always ask myself that what is it that attracts people from all over Nigeria, intelligent people, to Peter Obi and Ahmed Datti? And today I got that validation. You know, when you are sound, when you are smart, when you are genuine, when you are upright, you will attract people like you. So I'm not surprised today that we have intelligent minds all over the world sitting on spaces and campaigning and speaking freely for these people. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed that this is happening in my own lifetime. I'm so blessed, and thank you to everybody. I one thing crossed my mind to the 1 million man match group. I don't know. I think we have been. I think we need to, like, I don't know. It's just my own personal advice. I think we should speak directly to these justices. Yes, they've said they are not on Twitter. They come online to with burner accounts and listing. Yes, we all know that. But I think they all of them read newspaper. So I think it is high time. No, I don't know how much it's going to cost us. We must put a full page advert on newspaper asking them to give Nigerians justice. I don't know if it's possible, but if it's possible, I think that will speak directly to them, so they won't have any excuse to say that they don't know what is happening. So this one is going to be a direct message to them, a full-blown key newspapers, full-blown adverts signed by the 1 million matchmark crew or 1 million Nigerians or whatever we want to sign it by. You get it? And all we are asking for is reasonable, so that they won't censor the adverts. So reasonable things, justice, justice without fear or favor is all we are asking for. I think we should do that. It might like speak directly to them so that they know that it's not just that we are on Twitter talking. We are also talking directly to them. That is my own opinion. That is what came to my mind today. I said, okay, let me just come up here and just roll it out. Once again, my people, I will keep listening. I sincerely appreciate everyone. Everyone. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm done. I yield the mic.
Sorry. I was on another screen. Thank you very much, Mr. Kolade. Thank you very much for your submission. I will speak to the team. However, you do know that, well, newspapers are very expensive. Very, 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 very expensive. Put anything in it. So we'll go over to the next speaker. I'm not sure. Lamin, you called a queue. Who did you call in the queue? Was it Jacob before New Dawn?
It's Nina.
Oh, sorry. Was it Nina next?
Yes.
Okay, Nina, and then who? Okay, and then Nina can go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Kanda K, Momianka Dede. God bless you, ma. That's all I can keep saying. Thank you so much. Lamin, thank you. God bless you. UC Maxwell. I saw Uncle Odo. God, baby. I saw Uncle Odo. I can't find him anymore. Mr. Kolade, Sister Dunke. In fact, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so first, I'd like to talk about Vice President, Mr. Datti Baba Ahmed. Every time I say that, I like the bromance between him and our principal, Mr. Peter Obi. We can't deny the fact that there's this narrative that has been pushed for a very long time that the northerner doesn't like the southerner, most especially the southeasterner. It's an elephant in the room, and this is me cloaking that elephant right now. But if you see the relationship between Datti Baba Ahmed and Mr. Peter Obi, it's very beautiful to see, very warm to the heart. You know, I have a video. I have posted that video several times on my WhatsApp, and I'll keep posting it. Okay, I have several videos. There's the one where he was talking about the cap on his head, and Peter Obi was saying something about the cap on his head, and Datti Baba Ahmed said, you already have a crown on your head. I can watch that video 500 times and my reaction will still be the same. Then during the presidential election petition tribunal, one of the days that PO was leaving, and Datti Baba Ahmed opened the door for him and held the door. There are so many pictures and videos of their relationship, and it goes to show you the kind of man that Datti Baba Ahmed is, because he's an achiever. He's a man who has made a name for himself. He's not a beggar. He's not somebody who's just somewhere looking for relevance and he was picked up. So this is him kissing up to his principal and trying to get something out of it. It just shows you that he's a good person. He's very self-confident and very self-assured, and serving and being the person he is to Peter Obi does not diminish who he is or diminish his achievements. I'm saying all of this today in the hopes that even if he doesn't hear it, those of us who are listening and are hearing it will take a lesson from him and know that loving, serving, being kind and compassionate, being humble does not take away anything from you. It doesn't diminish you. I celebrate you, sir. You're a great man. I have a lot of respect and regards for you. And I wish you so many more years in good health and sound mind. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the new Nigeria that your PO are going to bring, because I know of a fact that it is going to happen. And my daughter is not going to have the Nigeria that I have today. Thank you, sir. Now, about the judiciary, I actually agree 110% with Uncle Kolade. I know that taking out a full page advert on national dailies are extremely expensive. But if we push ourselves, I don't know. I'm just saying that I think it will be good, because they're always doing, oh, they're not on Twitter, they're not on social media. They read the dailies. Our legislators get millions, tens of millions for newspaper allowance. So they might as well see it in that newspaper. As they buy it, let them cuckoo see that we're still keeping our eyes on the judiciary, and we're not just saying it on Twitter, we're putting it out there. So if there's any way we can make it happen, please let's all come together and make that happen. The tribunal has been quite an experience, and I also want to use this opportunity, because I haven't had the time to do that, to thank everybody. Sarah Ibrahim, Miss Pearls, Distinguished Oluchi, UC Maxwell. Yes, Mama. You all are amazing. Like, I can't even thank you. I can't even thank you enough. The work you have done, I tried. There was a day somebody said it in the space. I tried to do it while people were speaking on space. I tried to type what they were saying. It was almost impossible, and I'm a writer. So you guys are brilliant. You are amazing. Thank you so much. God bless you. God replenish you in every way. Thank you. And finally, for that clown, Phoenix, who came here to say we're making noise. If you guys aren't rattled, you won't call us noisemakers. You are rattled. If you're not rattled, you will not send people to come and gaslight us. Without this noise, we will keep making it. It is noise to you. It is music to us. We will sing it, we'll play the drums, and we'll dance to it. You guys, let's wait for the tribunal. Our eyes are on the judiciary. Support your principal. We stand by our principal. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much, Nina. I'm sorry, I just came in. I didn't hear your submission. Uncle, are you here? Why are you not talking?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you busy?
Not really, but we have a queue, so I want the queue to go.
All right, no problem. Pastor Jakes, the space is yours.
And thank you so much, Nina, for your submission. I listened to her. Very on point, as always. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all obedience that are here. I want to really appreciate Mom Anka Dede and Kandake. Especially, I was glad because today being Friday, I was looking up onto 1mm crew. In the morning hours, but I know that yes, we were busy, so I didn't see any space, and I was just on my own praying and doing my little business until when I found the space and I joined from the beginning. I want to appreciate our principal. At least our vice principal, that is Datti Ahamed, and that interview that was played, I really reminded me of that situation because I watched it live on Channels Television when the interview was being conducted, and it's very fearless. You are very fearless. You are forthright, and indeed you mean well for Nigeria. My prayer for you is that the Lord will be merciful unto you. The Lord will bless you. That the Lord will cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. You will definitely become the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you also, like Nina said, UC Maxwell and your likes that are really, giving us information. We've been, by association, we are becoming lawyers, and I love it. I love the information you are giving, which will also relate to our people, some of our obedient supporters, in our communities. Right? Thank you. God bless all of you. And Mag, 1 Minute Nigerian, all of you are here. I think maybe yesterday or day before yesterday, 1 Minute Nigerian was trying to talk about, we getting this message to the justices, and some of those flyers or t-shirts or those materials they want to make, we are just saying, people should do on their own. Yes, individually we can do, but I still feel that we'll make more impact when we still have the coordination from the 1 Million Man March crew. We need to, do something. We just need to, so that if the newspaper advert, one page advert will take much, let's try to do what we can do. They should know that we're on ground and we are watching them, and they must do the right thing. Honestly, to that person that spoke before I round up, I must say I'm ashamed. And I have to call out. Yes, I know there are other reading members here. I went through when he was talking, Lamin, I give you thumbs up. I'm just praying that Peter Obi will be declared and he will become the president. When he will be sworn in, we will come together, we'll be able to see ourselves. Although I've seen your video, I've seen you before. You are a strong woman. You are really indeed a woman leader. And then Anka did it also for cutting that man off. As he was talking, I went through his profile timeline. I went through, there is no single tweet relating to even the elections and what is going on. Nigerians are suffering, and somebody will be telling me this nonsense. I'm a retired person. If the money I had, if I had spent it on my own, just feed and eat, at least I will live until I die. But I spend that make noise. Make more noise.
Pastor Jakes, you've gone quiet enough, so.
Okay, I thought someone. I saw someone.
Okay, go on.
All right. So with all that, he cannot come and tell us that story. And when I saw on his profile, even including RCCG, which means he's RCCG member. You remember, you are coming to tell us that sort of a crap. You are not doing anything. No tweets about what is going on in the country. No empathy, no nothing about what people are suffering. And you come here to tell us we are making a noise. I'm ashamed of you as a pastor in Redeem, and me as a pastor in Redeem, and you are a member, or even if you are a pastor, I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you. Don't come and do this. Yeah. Thank you, please. Lamin and Kandake, I appreciate you. God bless you. We are going to get our mandate back. We will not give up. I yield the mic.
Amen. Amen. Anka Didi, yeah, you can take over. Anka Didi, I thought you were going to take over.
Yes, but if you can, that would even be better. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't see any hands up. So I don't know if we finished the queue. But the people that were brought up, please, if you could raise your hand, that would be very helpful. Jones, I see you flashing. So you go. And then please raise your hand so that we can establish another queue. Jones, you have the mic. Thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Jacob. Thank you. Thank you. You know, if the guy is a pastor, we leave him to his faith. Whatever his intentions are, what do we really care? We don't pay them any mind. Thank you. Okay, Jones, you have the mic.
I appreciate every listener, all protocols observed. We do appreciate our Vice President incoming, Datti Baba Ahmed. Whenever I listen to him, I have an appreciation of his boldness, his intellect. And I don't know how many of us caught what he said about being the vice president. He talked about politics as he's not enjoying it, but he sees it as a sense of duty. That is very striking. When somebody looks at elective position as a sense of duty, not just to enjoy, because he's not really enjoying it, but he says, well, duty calls and I want to serve my country. Those are the kind of people we need. And I listened to a submission when I believe one or two people have talked about full page ad about the judiciary, and people will keep saying it's expensive. Please, can you just give us the quote? Let's just talk about three major dailies. Give us the quote for the three of them. Let's know the amount. Enough of this talking about money with so much fear. I believe in putting our money where our mouth is. Let's have the quote before we keep making noise about how expensive it is. I'm not saying it will not cost. I don't misunderstand that. All I'm trying to say is give us the quote so that we can know how much it is and then we can start funding it. Okay? I hear the mic.
Thank you so much, Jones. Uncle Akaji, good morning. We haven't spoken today. Oh, no, we did when we were talking about bongos. But
Yeah,
you
hi,
keep going
Anka.
up and down. Well,
Yes.
happiness. I don't know this happiness. Happiness. I see your
Uh,
hand. Am I excited? I
yeah, good
hope it's my
afternoon.
happy. It's not sacrosanct, so. But anyway, your happiness. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Permit me to stand on the already established protocols. So mine is a few things, okay? Firstly, from my experience, and personally, two of them are in this space right now. We have some repented Agbado people. Yes, I have two colleagues of mine in the office who actually, during the campaign period, while the rest of us in the office were trying to convince them to see the reality of who Peter Obi is, they did not understand. So after the election, you know that that's in Thomas's. So after the election, they started following the court case. Thank God for 1 million March crew that has been relaying, UC Maxwell and the rest of them, Sarah Ibrahim and the rest. So they've been following by themselves. And along the line, the court case, the economy worsening and everything has made them to see reality. And seriously, they apologized and they took those of us in the office, they took us out and we had some drinks to celebrate their repentance. So we can always have those people here. Two of them are actually on the space now. So the same thing is happening on the streets. We have people who have repented. So let us not be disgruntled about those other ones who are saying we are making noise. Okay, those ones are far from redemption. Okay, and I also want to wish our Vice President Baba Datti Ahmed a happy birthday. And also, let me call our attention to certain facts that Peter Obi and Datti Ahmed have set a standard for transparency and integrity. And Nigeria, even next year, Nigeria can never be the same because they have set a standard. And therefore, we as obedience, we must come to that reality. And any obedient that has cockroach in his or her cupboard, go and remove it. Because it's the same obedience, this same obedience will call you out. Because that's the reality. Nigeria is changing, the trajectory is changing with speed. Because obedience have now become the conscience of transparency in Nigeria. And we will not stop even if Peter Obi leaves office after his 8 years. We will not stop. So because we have become the jury of fairness and accountability. And for 1 Million March crew, well done on all you're doing. Well done. Well done. Well done. The streets are hearing it. Even our other spaces, violent space and the rest of them, our work has not started yet. What we are doing now is pre-hearing. The main trial will start when our principal is sworn in as president. That's where our work will start. Because we'll be the ones also responsible for calling out and exposing, criticizing, investigating every Peter Obi's minister or appointee. Because Nigeria must work. So whoever is now hiding under Labour Party or whatever guys, to feel he or she will pass through the wave of Peter Obi to enter into power and want to misbehave, we will call them out. We will investigate them. We will publish them. And plus, 1 Million March will continue. Our other organizations will continue. And together, we must foster unity. We must protect ourselves because these same people, when we start exposing them, they will start spinning the narrative of tribalism, of religion. So we must unite ourselves with activities that foster unity and foster bonds. Once again, well done, everyone. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Okay, thank you, happiness, KU. you tricked me with your name, but thank you for your submission. And please follow happiness. He's truly obedient. Those your Agbado friends, hopefully they are not moles, Those people are terrible. I don't know how you can
No, they are not.
them.
If people can come to the office, they came to the office publicly because our campaign was in the office too.
Okay.
It wasn't a secret campaign. So there were only two of them, the whole campaign, only two of them. So they use their salary, they sacrifice, they bought us drinks, and we are forgiving them. So they're the movement now, so you cannot reject them.
All right. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's move it on to I see new Don Nigeria. Nigeria Don my brother or my sister. New Don Nigeria. I see Dr. Haruna in the house too. Dr. Haruna, I don't know where your hand is, if it's up or down, but we are requesting for people to raise your hand if you're ready to speak. We have a lot of requests, so I'll take down some folks who have spoken, and then we can bring more people up. New Dawn, you have the day.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everybody. I want to appreciate the 1 Million March crew and the leadership and everybody on the space. It's been an amazing journey, right? Full of mixed feelings and, conditions. After the elections, we are all down, but thank God today we are up and running again, right? And I believe that the journey, we already know that it's not going to be an easy one. And the court case is still on. We have an edge over them, and we are overcoming them by the grace of God. I want to just say a bit about our vice president, especially today that we are marking his birthday, right? So I got to know something about him. Okay. When Peter Obi left PDP, I already predicted that he was going to leave because when I have a few days to that their primaries, I already wrote an article. I said Obi has to leave immediately. It's no longer but or ifs. No. He has to leave. And 2 days later he left. And I was worried. when people were saying Kwankwaso, I wasn't buying it. Yeah, based on ignorant people's vote in the north, it made sense, but it wasn't something that I was actually interested in because I wanted
Oh, my
somebody.
brother, New Dawn, there are no ignorant voters. Please, let's
Thank
not
you. Thank you so much.
classify.
I wanted to interject. Thank you,
Yeah,
Anka
yeah,
Dede.
let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't know his choice of
Sorry,
word, and
sorry,
I take it that it's not intended.
sorry.
People follow
I
people for certain reasons, and I will never fault them. And even just give me a second. Even the APC folks, PDP, even the Showere people, they have people. What we have maintained is that people voted, count the votes, and majority will rule. Minority could have their say, but majority will rule. And LP got the majority vote. So NNPP got their own vote. They are votes. They don't qualify votes. It's votes, 25% of votes cast. When we count, the winner takes all. That's the bottom line. So, my brother, let's keep it going.
no,
With other statements, and
I
it's
take
okay.
away the
Thanks.
word ignorance, right? Okay, let me use the word votes from the north. Let me not use ignorance. I'm sorry.
Vote from Nigeria. Don't even regionalize it, because 36 states. How are you going to do it? When you say north, where is your demarcation? I pray that we see one Nigeria. He said New Dawn. The New Dawn is for a new Nigeria. Please, let's
Yes,
see the
yes,
new
I understand.
Nigeria. The
No, I'm
demarcation
just
is for
speaking from where we were.
25%.
I'm just
Okay.
speaking from where we were then. I'm not talking about
Then that
now.
was a long time ago. You know where
Yeah,
we are? We are the judiciary. We are in court. They say we should
yeah.
go to court. We are in court.
So,
Focus, laser
yeah,
focus. Let us deal with the judiciary.
yeah, so I was a bit worried then, but when the name of Datti came, I used to know him from a distance. I've not really researched about him. And I knew his brother, his elder brother, was the spokesperson of the Northern Elders Forum. But I didn't really know about him. I heard when he was trying to vie for, he was an aspirant in PDP. But I had to now go and read about a little about him and then watch some videos, right? And I got to know that he was one time rep member, and then he was a senator that was removed under ANPP as at then. So one of the things that was significant about his time as a rep member was that he was the only representative in Nigeria that when the houses in Apo or properties in Apo were being shared, he said it was not bad, but everybody was collecting their own. But he said the process through which they conducted that, he felt it wasn't right and he rejected that offer, you know. And that was distinct, and it shows a man who stands by what he believes in. He doesn't go with crowds. And he's somebody that has always been in the opposition. When PDP were still in power, that was when he won rep, he won the Senate, and then they removed him, right? He has always been the voice against the multitude. And he stood for what he believed, and is still standing till date. So that was when I was so in love with his kind of person. I saw he had that kind of sound mind, and you see him talk, he displays so much wisdom in his thoughts, and I was so happy about it. And I said, yes, this is the kind of person we needed. Yes, from a distance, it felt like, the votes from all Nigerians were not coming. But I knew that because we had time to campaign, we had about 9 months. And I saw the speed with which obedience movement was moving. And I said, yes, this is doable. It's not like in the last election where we had a few months, to election. We had like 8, 9 months. So we can do this. So we started doing it. And I'm so happy that he was the choice. And if you look at the blend of Mr. Peter Obi and him, you would discover that Mr. P2V is like the sheep, and he's like the lion. They have both, these personalities in them, but from the first point, if you see them, you see them like they are too quiet, but there is that lion in them that's, it's hidden inside, okay, and it's only out when they want to express or act on a matter. And that's one thing I love about that combination. It's the best we can have as a nation. From 1960, I've not seen that combination, from the people that have served before now. Yeah, in the 60s, 70s, we've had great leaders, but these two persons, in terms of, academics, they are qualified. In terms of, enterprise, they've actually built wealth, with enterprise. They are not just career politicians who dabble into wealth without enterprise. And that is what makes me happy about him. And I thank God and I pray that God will continue to prosper him, prosper all he's doing, and then his ideas in governance. He talks so much about procurement and the corruption in the procurement, and that is true. A lot of things that is wrong in the country is because of the error in procurement. People just quote figures and the government release money and that's it. But this is the area that our Datti will be solving when they get into governance. People can't just bring contract and expect them to be paid. There must be due process, and prices can be quoted off. We will follow it through to the market where you're getting it, and that is how it should be. People don't just come and take money from government, and that is what he believes in. And I will celebrate him. I pray that God will continue to bless him and give him the wisdom that when they finally come on board, the whole country, then Africa as a continent, and the whole world will come to see the light in this nation, will come to see the beauty in this country. May God continue to bless all of them, and may God continue to keep all of you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I yield my mic at this point. Sorry once again for what I said earlier. Sorry, that was not what I intended.
No worries, no worries. New dawn. It's a new day, It's a new day. The day dawns and then we move. I just want to add another lingo. I talked about Bongo Sikwe earlier in the morning, or in my morning. I want to add, I think it's Dan Maraya Jos. So when we talk about national unity, think back where we are coming from and where we are going. We are bigger than, what the negatives will say. So I just want to add that we have very good, well-meaning Nigerians, even though one of us chose to bear our name. No love lost. Benedict, you've been going up and down, so I don't know if your network is not stable or what. So if you want to go now, your hand is up. So Benedict, you have the mic. And then I see Armstrong and Jonali. So after Benedict, Armstrong would go and Jonali would go. Thank you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this opportunity given to me to speak. And I want to greet all the obedience for the struggle and all that we've all been doing. And on this note, I want to say happy birthday to Datti. Then, just to add to what people have been saying since concerning this election that's taking place, for me, I just still want to advise.
Benedict, are you using an earpiece?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's breaking up your. Yeah, please.
Okay. Sorry, please. Just give me a second. Let me go off. Let me go.
Can you hear me now?
A lot better.
Okay. So, like I was saying,
For me, I just feel we should be able to give these people a sign for them to know that if they are thinking of anything other than announcing our principal, the winner of this election, that they should not try it. There should be a sign for them to see, because I looked at everything. I just felt maybe because there's no sign, they just feel like they want to do whatever they want to do. In the sense that that 25% that he did not meet up to, he wasn't even supposed to be sworn in. He wasn't. But I don't know, maybe they just felt because nobody will do anything. That was how he was being sworn in. And from the stories I've heard concerning our judiciary, personally for me, I don't trust them. For me, me talking now, I don't trust our judiciary. So I think we should be able to give them a sign. Like when you see a dog that just gave birth, and you want to go near that dog, the kind of barking the dog will give you, to give you a signal that if you near here, I will remove your hand. So I think that's the kind of signal I'm just putting for there to be a signal for them to know that if you try this thing, if you try it, it will not be funny, and it will no longer be business as usual. We want a better country for our children. We want a better country for ourselves. We cannot continue in this kind of life that we have been living. This kind of politicians that when they go outside, they cannot come out and talk. But these are the kind of people that are ruling us that are our leaders here. I heard somebody will mention like some politicians that even if they go abroad, they are not even qualified to be taxi drivers because of the cases around them in the US. And these are the kind of people that are leading us here. These are the kind of people that are our leaders here. So it's high time all these things stop. It is only Peter Obi that can do this. Because all of them there now, they are birds of the same feather. And there's no way they can discipline themselves. See Abba Kyari now. I heard they granted him bail. Abba Kyari have been granted bail. Somebody that was known for pushing, carrying drugs and the rest. Because in your guard don't enter now, they don't go grant and bail. So we cannot continue like this. We need a better society. We can't continue like this. So I'm just praying, if those are outside Nigeria, please, if there's anything you people can do at all, talking to the international communities, anything at all, please. We need to come out. In fact, as Nigeria is in bondage, to be honest with you, Nigeria is in bondage, and we need to unbundle ourselves. So on this note, greet everybody, all of you that have been making it possible for us to be able to talk to the world, to air our mind. God bless you for all your time. You are always on, you leave your work, you are on space, trying to see how you can motivate us. God will bless all of you. God will crown your effort, and may God continue to see you so that I yield the mic.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Benedict, for your perfect submission, even though we started losing you, but that's okay. We heard most of it. Thank you. I don't know what happened to my first speaker. So, Jonali, I see your hand still up. The other hand went down. So, Jonali, go. Then after you, Dr. Haruna. After Dr. Haruna, we have Johnny. Okay, Jonali, you go. Yeah,
Good
Armstrong, put your
evening
hand
to
up now.
everyone. Good evening, everyone on the space. I greet you, Handaki, Andres.
MMC, which is my 1 million match. I greet everyone, include Dr. Akanji. Since Dr. Akanji, Odo Akanji rather, I have been on the space since in the morning, but you guys, because no problem, our hand is short, our hand is not equal, because we that are using Android now, you guys are yabbing us. No problem. God is going to bless us. We will get that iPhone. Okay, but finally, I'm here, so I'm so happy. First of all, happy birthday. I want to sing to our Senate, to our amiable Vice President, Mr. Datti Ahamed Baba. So I would like to sing small for him, even though I'm not a really musician. So as you listen, may we be blessed. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Datti Baba Ahamed. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord strengthen you. May the good Lord keep you. May the good Lord give you wisdom, Datti. May the good Lord bless you. Hip, 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 hooray to the Nigerian nation. I'm really happy for seeing this day, because I've been trending it. I thought it was on the 9th. So I'm really sorry, not knowing that it's on the 7th. So I am happy to be in this event. And what I'm trying to say here is that we as a Nigerian citizen all over the world, we are the one breaking record. Every sort of record outside the country, all over the world, is Nigerian citizens that are breaking it. Being from the kids to the adults, to the athletes, to the footballers, to the musician, all over the world, to the doctors. You know, we are the best in the world. But what is happening in this nation is really, really sad. It's really sad. You know, my own advice is that please and please, you guys that are over there in diaspora, we that are in Nigeria here now, people like me here that has no money to make a visa to travel abroad now, we are the one that they are punishing it, pressing us on our rights. But so what I'm trying to say is that those that God has make you guys get chance, get there and get knowledge. God bless you people. You have some investment, you have some things doing over there. If you go there, you learn, come here and implement it for us so that we too can get the knowledge, can grow up, can make this nation go out with your people there, only be talking to us online like this. No, come in and develop and do something. I want to make an example with the one thing that our principal did, Peter Obi, with his children. His daughter, she's school abroad, and she came back to Anambra State, teaching in Anambra State, which is she gets something, get knowledge abroad and bring it here, and making the best for the citizen. Those are the type of the thing we say we need it. You know, but majority, they will just get knowledge, go there and stay with their children. It doesn't concern them. They will only see it, only talk over the line. So please and please, I am begging you people, both the organizer of this space, both the organizer of Obedient Movement, please and please, I take God back all of us. There's nothing like Hausa here, Igbo or Yoruba or other tribe. No, we are one Nigerian here. If me as an northern man can wake up and join this group and speak my mind and I'm enjoying and I'm happy on it, seriously, that love is here. So we should not follow what our leaders are doing, those bad leaders. Me, I don't call Tinubu as my president. I don't call Tinubu as my president. My president is Peter Obi because I voted for him fully with my chest, including my wife. I spent a good 5 hours waiting for election to commence, include my daughter of 3 years and a half. Till today, if just I'm on the duty now, I'm working because I'm a boat driver in Lagos. Hadn't be I'm at home right now. If I say now, Obi to my daughter now, if I just say LUP, you see she will say 75, LUP 78, she will be singing it. If I ask her who is her president, she will say it's Peter Obi. You know, because there's hope in that man. That man has a life. And I see the man that make Nigeria today has a peace. Is Peter Obi. If not, we will have not known where we are today for this country. But let's keep on praying for Datti Ahamed, for our principal, Peter Obi, for strengthening them, for God to keep them from all these eyes of evil, because they will not take them lightly. He have said it to us that it's not going to be easy, but by grace of God, we will claim our mandate. So I have that fully confident, fully hope that yes, what we voted for, we are going to get it. So let nobody will come and say that I don't have a trust on judiciary. Everybody has their own opinion, but let's keep on praying that, Lord, whosoever have a negative thought against the will of Nigeria, convince them. Just convince them like the way you convince the enemies of Israelites. That's the prayer we'll be doing it. Both the Muslim, both the Christian, both the traditional followers. We should just be praying for good of this nation. Because to see our brothers become the best doctors in abroad, best teachers, best pilot, best this, best engineers, and they are just making Oyinbo enjoying. We are here suffering. It's killing me. It's making me, you know, my heart is broken. If I see a Nigerian man is the best in abroad, and it's not, I can't see anything happen in this country. It seriously is paining me. So I'm really happy to see have mommy them. I know mommy Madonna was not here. So thank you so much. So yeah, I'm trying to round up now. So I'm really happy. Though some of our people are not on the line, like mommy Madonna them, and all this, I think they are on duty, I can see. So I'm really happy and being here again. God bless us all. Let us try to encourage ourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. I yield my mic.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Lady Madonna was here earlier. You missed her submission. Yeah. Thank you. Armstrong has been flashing back and forth, back and forth. Okay.
Yeah.
Armstrong. Okay.
Okay. Ankadede, can I go on now?
Yes, sir. You go ahead on.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Ankadede, Kandeke, 1 Million Match Crew, Lamin. You guys are doing an amazing job, and can tell you that Nigerians are proud of you, and we're proud of ourselves for what we've done. Happy birthday, Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, Vice President of Nigeria, that we know would happen, a new Nigeria that we know is possible, and the one that we give our mandate to, and the one who spoke fearlessly. On that day, on that channel's show, I watched it. I was impressed because nothing trumps a man who stands for something and speaks passionately about that thing. And that was what struck me about Datti Baba Ahmed on that day. He stood for something. He stood for justice. He said it was a matter of honor and duty for him. He told him, I admire your job. My job is not something that is pleasant, but because of duty and honor to country, I have to do this job. And that, for me, was a man that deserves to be called His Excellency. His Excellency. So, happy birthday, sir. You may not get to hear my voice on this space, but I know that the spirit of our ancestors and those before us that have set us on this path would spread this message to you, and you'll get it. That being said, The speaker that spoke earlier on, I can tell you, does not believe in our cause. I encountered one of them yesterday. It is the same narrative. You see, as a communications person, somebody who read communication and journalism, I can tell you that when people like that come on your space, you know what? I think it was Lami. What she did was very, very good. You need to ask them to just hush their mouth because they're trying to change the narrative. Pa Ayo Adebanjo does it very well. Whenever he's on an interview and the journalists, because journalists will always come with their own agenda. No this and no peace. I always tell if I'm handling a client and he's going for an interview, I'll say, look, let them ask you whatever they want to ask you. You have a narrative, stand on that. Do not yield your ground. So that guy was doing that to gaslight us, and then we'll start talking about, oh, this is Nigeria, this is not Togo, this is how we do it here. Oh, things don't change. You see, that narrative of trying to deodorize a stench that is smelling to high heavens is what they want us to keep smelling and keep normalizing. And so whenever you see them on any space, on any corner, you need to just tell them, you know what, hush your mouth. To you, it is noise. To me, it is beautiful music, and I'm enjoying it. So never yield the ground or allow them to push their narrative. I learned that a long time ago if I studied communication from my mentor, Jikato. Whenever we are talking or we're in an argument, way back in AIT, he will tell me, Armstrong, I'm not telling you this because I want you to know. I'm not telling you because I want you to believe me, sorry. I'm telling you because I want you to know. So you see, they want you to know, not because they want you to believe. And so when you know, it's in your head and you start saying it. When you start saying it, it becomes a narrative. It changes the perspective. So always know that that's what they want you to do. They know that whatever they're telling you, they don't believe it, but they just want you to know. Information, put that information in your space, and once it's in your space, it's in your head, you start talking about it, start arguing about it, start trying to, deflect it and all that, and then you veer off the course that you were, actually, in the first place. So let's not allow them to do that. Well, we're doing amazingly, and for what happened in the judiciary, what happened at the PEPT, I can tell you that when a jury goes in to deliberate on a matter where an accused has been charged of murder and they come out after a day or two, they always come out with a guilty verdict. And that's what happened with the APC. They had 5 days. So they came out like a guilty party and passed, a verdict of guilty on themselves. They had 5 days to make sure they puncture the case of the LP and Peter Obi. But they couldn't do that because they had no case. So they knew that the longer they bring in witnesses and they would try to stretch with the narrative that we're already owning in both online and the offline space, they knew that would be a problem for them. And you saw what happened with the 2 witnesses they brought on board from INEC and from Shetima and BAT. So they knew. So what we need to do is keep pushing our own narrative. Push it to those who don't want to believe it, but let them know, because knowing is very key to believing. So let them know. Tell them, I am not telling you that PO is coming because I want you to believe me. No, I am telling you PO is coming because I want you to know. Thank you very much for having me here. It's a pleasure always talking here. I use the mic for now.
Thank you so much. Now
Sorry, I just
know.
wanted to mention, sorry, Anka Didi, I just wanted to mention we're now rounding up the space. They intended to finish by 4. So the speakers are going to be coming on, please. If you could just give us 3 minutes, so we can wrap things up on the space, please, if you don't mind. Anka Didi, I'll hand over to you. Did you hear
Okay.
what I said, or did I muffle
We
myself?
heard yeah, it was muffled. I barely
Oh,
heard you.
sorry. Oh, yeah. It's the way I hold my phone sometimes. Sorry. No, I just said that we're rounding up. So about 3 minutes each for those left to speak so that we can round up the space. Thank you.
Okay, so Dr. Haruna, well, I don't know how you can do 3 minutes. I know you.
Well,
So
okay,
try
except
your
Dr. Haruna, because Dr. Haruna was expected before. Dr. Haruna, take your time after that 3 minutes, because she mentioned you before. Sorry. I didn't know you hadn't spoken yet.
Yeah, okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Dr. Haruna, you go.
I'm here, Madam Ankadede. I greet you. I greet the host, Kandake. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the great and mighty things you guys are doing here. I just want to sing a song for my beloved, humble, wisdom-driven, a man loaded with a lot of intellectual magnets and elasticity, highly politically sagacious, a man of humor. The only man that gives APC nightmare, that is APC nightmare, give them a lot of trouble, man. I stand with this man. He's my beloved elder brother. I love him so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me sing for him. Happy birthday to you. Datti Baba Ahmed, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, may the good Lord grant you wisdom. Oh, may the good Lord, may the good Lord, may the good Lord bless you. Oh my goodness, I love this man called Yusuf Datti Ahmed. You are a gift to this generation. Thank you for standing with the obedient. Thank you for standing with our principal PO. We love you so much. And there is one thing I am just aspiring for. I want us to get to the level that the moment we reclaim our mandate and P2B is finishing like this, and we'll say, look, we don't need to have election. Let Datti Ahmed, let him just continue from where PO stopped. Because we want to make sure as we change Nigeria for good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Now, just a quick word. I'm just going to just make some key comments. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, the obedient, we are not stupid. And whatever we are doing here, we are not making noise. Whatever we are doing here is productive. And I can tell you for free, obedient movement is the hurricane of the 2023 general election. We cause a shaking in the atmosphere. We cause a shaking in the political system. And I can tell you for free, Nigerians will remember the obedient movement for good. And we will not be forgotten in a hurry. And as a matter of fact, this movement has come to stay. A new Nigeria is closer than we ever thought. I listened to Ayo Adebanjo on Arise Television. He was being interviewed. And he made a statement. He said, look, we believe that he was speaking unequivocally and emphatically that the person in Aso Rock is an illegitimate president. And he said whatever EU report is about is an affirmation to what Nigerians has been saying before now, that the election was rigged, there was bigotry, There was ethno-religious cleansing, a lot of charm. So it is whatever EU is saying, it's a confirmation. And that is the truth. So we have won. They said we should go to court, and we have gone to court, and we have proved that Tinubu did not even score 5 million votes in the last election. Yes, but INEC, Professor Mahmood, who made himself both the chairman and also the judiciary that interpreted 25% of Abuja, went ahead and selected somebody who never merited or fulfilled the fundamental principle that determine how we are governed, which is the Constitution. So we have gone to court, we have proved it. And these people, as a matter of fact, they don't want to commit more mess, because the two witnesses they presented, as a matter of fact, it was disaster. And why is it disaster? It's because God is on top of our matter. And when God is on your matter, you will occupy space. So the obedient, we are occupying space already. We are taking over Nigeria. Forget about the shenanigans of all the people protesting against EU. You are protesting against EU report. But you never protested when they gave you money. Do you know these people spend billions of naira? I mean, supported the election, INEC, with a lot of money, but they didn't reject the money, but they are rejecting their report. And these people that are submitting this report, they are not like we blacks that try to mess around with lies. They've said the truth, and they are even moderate with the way they presented all their reports. And that is the fact. As far as I'm concerned, INEC failed in its entirety, and there was no glitches whatsoever. Let the judiciary hear, the learned people, I know they knew this thing, that there was no glitches whatsoever, but INEC deliberately made it impossible for the presidential election result to be uploaded on the IRS. There was no glitches whatsoever. And I can tell you, INEC chairman is not having easy ride, because that man cannot die well. He won't. The sickness that will attack him, no doctor, no medical practitioner will be able to diagnose it. It will be difficult. Even if they send it for laboratory investigation, they won't see anything. That is how bad God is going to